about me, boy. Okay. Right, all to the show, man. With the show, and till then, his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm alive by the molding. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with you for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
All right. Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
What is that shirt you got on? I like that. What is that? That's we got some kind
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a random ass shirt to have. I know you like Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I just didn't know that they had a tiger as their shirt.
When they're free at the studio.
Oh, we had those free at the studio?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That is a rando giveaway that you found. Nobody loves a free t-shirt like Leroy Horde.
I have never been to a concert where you got more bang for your buck than that one. The concert lasts a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't you want to just hear the Christmas song though, right?
There's a few songs in there, but it's almost like a play. There's a narrator, and then they kind of go through the whole Christmas thing, playing songs or whatever, and then they sing this song. Yeah, then they sing this song with, like, it rotates people, and it's amazing. So, yeah, but you're gonna be there a while. I tell you what, we took Rebecca years ago, and she fell asleep right by a speaker, and I'm like,
really?
That's some good sleep right there, because
that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's impressive. Well, a happy birthday I just saw on Facebook.
Big
a happy
Spoon.
birthday to Big Spoon. Big Spoon!
Big Spoon.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Big Spoon.
Yeah.
Happy
And
birthday. What do you guys
she's
got any
been
plans?
No, because we getting the house ready.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
we'll take care of it, and like, yeah, for your birthday, you get a husband with one arm. Because I'm walking around here like Hard Rock.
That's all you
one
need.
arm.
All you need is one. You've done tougher things with one arm.
Yeah, but so we've been doing that and getting everything ready. It doesn't, like, you know what my arm feels like? Have you ever scratched yourself somewhere? Like, say you get you scratch your arm or leg on something, and then you run water on it, that kind of burn.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. And every time I move it or curl it or whatever, you can feel it, like, just rolled up. So it's a weird feel. It's hard to explain how it feels other than extremely uncomfortable and at times very painful.
My son, he fell off an electric scooter, so he scraped his knee pretty good. And I used the alcohol wipe on him. You would have thought I tortured him. Like, you would have thought, like, this was the worst thing.
Why don't you use peroxide instead?
That's what I had. I had an alcohol wipe. I didn't have peroxide.
That
So,
worked by you. So
use-
you put alcohol on it?
Yeah.
You know what? Let me explain something to you, Vlad.
What?
I know this man. At what point when you got that alcohol rub, you go, oh, this is going to get him?
Never, dude. I don't want to, like, hurt my kid. I'm not a monster.
You're not going to hurt him.
I do want to. No, it hurt him. He didn't like it. You know, it was one of those like concrete burns.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. No, I know.
You know, that's those are a rough one, man. All right, the headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Great to have you all here. The Marlins went into the All-Star break. They got swept by the Guardians. Marlins forgot how to hit this weekend.
Yeah, that was it was a weird thing, because there were a lot of situations when they had guys that normally get hits that were popping out and hitting little squirrelies.
Yeah.
It's baseball, man. You can't, what can you do? Like, I don't feel any less about the team. right?
Yeah,
It's
me
just
neither.
one of those weekends.
Yeah, one of those weekends just couldn't hit. It was strange. Couldn't get anything going. Couldn't get anything going for themselves. So obviously, you got the All-Star break, got the Home Run Derby tonight. You guys in the Home Run Derby still? Vlad, you like the Home Run Derby?
I'll watch. There's nothing to do.
There's nothing else, right?
I mean,
I'm into the home run derby like I am the 3-point contest. That is like the pinnacle of the All-Star weekend for me.
You like it more than the game?
Yes. Yes. Although, like, sometimes it's cool to see matchups, but I have a feeling that a lot of times they're not, like we're not going up there and try to throw 102, because we still got a whole season. So I wonder what part of that, plays a role in it.
You're not going to throw 102 if you pitched 2-3 days ago.
That's what I'm saying, right? For whatever reason, you got your most important goal here is the team,
right? Because if you noticed yesterday, a lot of the aces of staffs pitched yesterday, which means they're not going to be able to pitch on Tuesday.
Right.
I think the time I remember souring on the All-Star game was when Jose Fernandez was in the All-Star game and they completely ignored him. And we're interviewing Jason Grilli from the Pirates.
Meanwhile, he's out there and nobody can hit him, touch him.
He was like, he was mowing down like Miguel Cabrera and Mike Trout and David Ortiz, and like nobody could touch him. And we're sitting here interviewing some bum reliever because he came back from Japan. I was like, great. I remember souring on that. Home Run Derby's fun. I'll give it a little looky-loo. I kind of miss, like it's a tough thing because I liked it better like with the format with outs. But also, it does take too long. I almost wish that they would just do
They brought the clock back.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. I think the clock's a little too much of it on steroids of them going crazy. I would like them to go almost old format, but just do like 2 rounds. Like it just went too many rounds. But I liked the old format of 10 outs, whatever's not a home run is an out, and then you cut it down. Like I thought that was always the best way to do it. But that always took too long, so then they had to go to
when
the clock.
The guy is hitting bombs after bombs, you want to see it. Remember, they said chicks dig the Lord.
Also keep in mind, a lot of Gatorade breaks during Home Run Derby. Well,
you only get like certain amount of breaks now, but like it's like that's the thing is like I don't feel like you get to enjoy the bombs like when because it's
rapid fire
because it's video game mode and you got to beat the clock, and I don't think it's like a 3-point shot. Like I think part of it is I like to enjoy. Holy crap, this guy hit the ball a mile, but it probably is better just for today's day and age, just because you need to keep everybody engaged the whole time. But I do romanticize about the days of every time it's not a home run, it's an out. I liked that format, but it took too long and they had too many rounds. And nobody ever remembered, like what always would happen is somebody would have a crazy first round and then they wouldn't end up winning, like Josh Hamilton or Bobby Abreu. They would have incredible performances, but they didn't end up winning the Derby because they were exhausted by the end of it. And
that happened to a Marlins guy. Who was it that
Bohr?
Was it Bohr that went like just crazy and didn't win?
Stan won it once.
It was after Stan.
I don't recall.
A lot of these guys, there were a lot of bums that were in the home run derby.
A lot of guys don't get into it. Well, Shohei's in it, isn't he?
No.
I thought he was doing the home run derby, but not pitching.
He would never.
No, he's not doing it. The guy from
he's not even going to be part of the All-Star game.
Yeah, the guy who's the late entrance was the Japanese slugger from the White Sox.
Right, because he came back from injury.
He's in it. Murakami. So you got him. You got the 2 Philly guys tonight. You got Caminero from the Rays. I think Ben Rice is in it. I'm missing a couple guys.
Oh, the kid from Tampa.
Caminero.
Yeah,
he's in it. Let's give you a world football scoreboard brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, truly unmatched for every match with 29 degrees of drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks each drinks scenic views. The semifinal all set. Tuesday, France, Spain, 3 o'clock at Jerry's World. Argentina against England, Wednesday at 3 o'clock in Atlanta. Spain beat Belgium 2-1 filthy. England beat Norway 2-1 down here. And
that was 2-1 filthy also.
And Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1 with more Argentinian shenanigans to advance.
Man.
They're kind of.
What do you mean shenanigans?
They always seem like they got the WWE ref. Like, we got to review that.
Oh, they got Earl Hebner?
Yeah, exactly, dude. They got Earl Hebner. He's pulling some shenanigans for Argentina. They keep them going. But obviously, it was a crazy weekend in Heatland as we had fisticuffs, Bam Adebayo v. Tyler Herro in Las Vegas. We'll take a break, and we will get into all of that coming up here on Tobin and Leroy. Rabam, bow, 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 bow. Wow. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, I'll give you a weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, hurricane impact, windows, and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently in Miami, it is 87 degrees, partly sunny. Maybe some wind gusts a little bit later on today, but it looks like it's going to be overall a lovely, lovely day down here in South Florida. Not as hot as it usually is.
Really?
Yeah, not like what it's been, like not 95-ish. Like, you know, we're going to get a break, like 91.
Well, listen, I mean, it was, 2-3 days with no rain? It was crazy. Humidity,
73%. Looks like we got some rain coming on later in the week. No surprise there. So that's your weather. Also in Las Vegas, it's stormy amongst old teammates.
You know what? I heard the story, and I'm gonna say this. Knowing both of those guys, I think Bam had enough.
Yeah.
And that's what it boiled down to. Because Bam doesn't have that kind of I'm gonna get at you or we gonna talk kind of mentality. He just it doesn't. I don't see him as that guy. I think anything that if he has a problem or whatever, he always seems like he'll deal with it with a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's respected throughout the league. There isn't anybody who does not like Bam. To me, it just seems like Tyler got up in his feelings and avoided the reality of what his situation was. Right?
Reality seems to be eluding him a lot.
Because if he were on the other side, he would have the same problem with him that the Heat did. And so, like, for a person to even get into it with probably the only support that he had throughout his whole tenure, right? It just seems like Bam had enough and confronted him about it. And that was that. Now, like, you can talk, you can, go back and forth, but sometimes when people have enough, they need to go ahead on it and show you what enough means.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it was a weird thing on Friday, right? Because to paint the picture for everybody, we're all, if you're a Heat fan, you're probably watching the game, and it was Bucks Heat, the first game. You're watching Jokic, and in the midst of the game, Chris Haynes, like, it's like a reunion. Like Jaime,
Right.
Kel'el, Tyler, Kaz is there, Spo was there, Bobby Portis was there, Davion was there, and you did straight shows. You're like, yeah, Bam's not there. That's kind of weird. Bam's not at the game. Everybody else is at the game.
He's with his girl.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you didn't overthink it, Vlad, but you're like, it's kind of weird that Bam's not at the first game. Usually, like, the captain's gonna be, he's there. He's gonna be at the first game. And so the game's going on, and they interview Tyler at one point, and Chris Haynes is asking, is there any ill will? No, there's no ill will. It's all fine. Now, you didn't really notice on site because we didn't know what to look for. Like, is Tyler Herro marked up or anything like that? But, like, right as the game is ending, Shams drops the tweet that Bam and Tyler got into an altercation. His timing couldn't be more impeccable. He's just like, all right, Shams is just like, drop this here, boop. And then, like, as the game's and the game was out of hand already. Like, the Heat blew out the Bucks. It wasn't very close. And so Chris Haynes comes out and he goes, yeah, we're just getting word that there's a report that Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo have been in an altercation earlier today at practice. I've asked the Heat. They say they're aware and not commenting on it. Tyler had done an interview already with Ira and Anthony Chang about his time in Miami, and had done some reflecting, and then they chased him down and like, hey man, what happened? And he said, my only comment is no comment. And so then everybody starts doing like the Zabruta.
Oh, now you want to keep your mouth shut. Now you got some get right.
Now
That's how that works, right, Vlad? They say, hey, what? Now you
That's
got
right.
some get right.
Yeah,
Because
that's right.
guess what? If it was on the other side, right, he would have said there were some things that I didn't appreciate, and it became physical. Simple as that. That's it. But if you say that, you know you ain't the catalyst behind that. So why did Tyler ain't gonna go up there and say, yeah, I ran my mouth and I had to deal with them hands. That's not how it goes.
Listen, when you're the one that's embarrassed,
Right.
you're trying to make it, you're gonna do everything in your power to seem unfazed or nothing really happened.
Right.
So after the mush, because I think it was more of a mush than it was a punch or a slap. And I gotta take back the comment. I thought he was wearing a little makeup, like they had done some.
It looked like he had something.
It did, like on his eye, right?
Like right under his eye. Yeah, he had
but
something.
Because it was like one side looked like clear and the other side looked like it was.
You wouldn't know. Listen, he whoever did his makeup did a good job, because if you didn't know to look for it right away,
right.
You're probably like, oh, he looks fine. Like he didn't like have his face caved. He didn't look like Ilya Tapori after Justin Gaethje.
I'm sorry, he is an intangible. So if an intangible gets hit or bruised, something's gonna show.
Right.
Huh? Something's
Right.
gonna show. So second, he's doing everything in his to neutralize what people will be talking about. So he went out with his teammates, and he's showing that he's the new face of the Bucks franchise. So that picture he took with Jaime and Kel'el and their significant others, he's doing the interviews with Chris Haynes, and then he did one with, he, like you said, did one with Iron Anthony Chang. That's a guy that's trying to get ahead of the situation, to neutralize it, and didn't work. And now it's getting to the youngs.
Yeah, I think the thing that's interesting too, before we get into UD and Dre, is one. Okay, so this apparently happened at a mutual practice court they both have access to at the Resorts World where they're staying. I guess this happened at a high school, after a high school game, because Tyler has an AAU team that was playing there. So who
told Bam that he was there?
Well, I don't know. I don't, because here's the thing. There could have been a morning practice. Like there could have been if they're sharing the court, it could have been like, oh, the Heat were just rolling up. If they're both sharing the facility, it could have been by happenstance, or Bam could have sought him out. We don't know, because he hasn't said anything about it. The only thing we've seen from Bam is he's hanging out with Mike Tyson.
Does it seem like, to be honest with you, here's the crazy thing. Bam don't seem like the type of guy that's going to hunt somebody down, right? I think they just crossed paths and he figured he better be dealt with. But think of, like, we all know Bam. How far did it have to get to where Bam felt like this need to be dealt with?
I think the thing that we read the DMs the day that they came out, right? I told you that Tyler had posted this thing on Instagram on his backup account, which is already telling you you're on too much social media when you have 2 Instagrams everybody knows you have.
No wonder KD wanted to hit him.
Right. And then this fan goes out and he's like leaks all these DMs that Tyler had from that account discussing Bam Adebayo, saying that, that 60 million to only play elite defense on, quote, some nights, that I'm the one who needs help. If I'm healthy, they can't see me. Word to my mother. And then, if the huge, as if at least there was, I guess,
Wait a minute.
that didn't dawn on him.
No, I know Vlad. Why he went Vanilla Ice?
He swore
Why did he go Vanilla Ice?
But I'm just saying, no, it's like, no, you can't. Nah, bro.
Like he acting like he 47 years old. Word to your mother.
Yeah, like he's my age. And I don't even say that no more.
Nobody says
Nobody says that.
Tyler Herro's bringing it back.
He's the same one that taught Tobin cap.
No cap.
No cap.
You know what
you can't go from that to word to your mother.
He wants to be Milwaukee's most wanted. That's what he is. That's what he is.
But again,
he's Jamie Kennedy.
Again,
it was.
You know what this is? He's basketball Conor McGregor. Let me tell you why. Because he gonna go out there, blow out a hammy, and be out for 6 months, and all this trash that he talking is a moot point.
Don't knock talk. I mean, we'll get to Conor, but Don't knock Conor. Don't compare Conor and Tyler. Conor's won titles.
Here was his rant to this Instagram guy. Buddy, if I'm healthy, they can't see me. Word to my mother. If I'm healthy, I'm the one who needs help. Who did Cleveland prioritize taking away in the playoffs? Who did Boston prioritize taking away when Jimmy got hurt and we was the 8th seed? When I'm healthy, I need help, not the other guy. Word to my kids. Come on now. Let's call
Word to my kids.
Yeah. Let's call a spade a spade.
So, Vlad, this is where young, naive thoughts take over. Because I think he misunderstood what Cleveland was doing. He think they was focusing on him on the offensive end. They was crisscross applesauce in your ass on the defensive end. And so when the worst defender in the league say, yeah, we wanted to get Tyler Herro, you thought they was concentrating on your offense? We all, wait, everybody in the league knew what they were doing. And he took that as offensively?
Well,
wow.
Like, even if you are taking away him as an offensive weapon, like it was so easy to take away that like it was nothing. It was like Trae Young with the Heat back in the day. Like
but nobody was even talking about his offense.
No, I mean, like, look, they are trying to take him away. But here's the thing: to say that 2 series that happened where you won 1 game and one of those series is the biggest blowout in NBA history.
55.
What kind of a nod of honor is that? Like, I was the guy they were trying to take away. Obviously, they were successful. It wasn't like there was a resistance. Like when the Heat were trying to take away Jalen Brunson 3 years ago, and they're throwing everything at him. At least like Jalen Brunson got a game. You know, it's like I don't know. Got it to 6 in that series, but he's sitting here and being like he's right there with the stars of the league. It's just it's grand delusion, and that the idea that Bam got invested in and got his extension, which he's going to hit into this year. But, I didn't have a problem a year ago when Tyler Herro said at the end of the year where he was an all-star and he played 70 games and he was asked about his extension. He goes, well, if it has to wait, I'm cool with that. It'll just be more expensive. I'm like, I don't have an answer. I don't have a problem with that. You have confidence in yourself. But the response of it was playing 33 games the next year. And if you're missing half the games over a $130 million, $120 million, $130 million contract, who's extending that? Who's extending?
What I mean, the reality of his situation has seemed to elude him. Like he makes it sound like they all doing that and they're all saying those things because they don't like him or because they prefer Bam. And that's really not the case at all. I mean, the Miami Heat organization, from the day Tyler got into the league, all they have talked about, to the angst of like all of us, right, is when Tyler's healthy, he's going to be a part of the solution. They have said that every day that Tyler Herro has been a Miami Heat player, right? Every day. And so for him to think anything other than his unavailability is why the Heat decided to move on is crazy. And to use a phrase of my boy Tobin, for Giannis, dude.
Right.
So that means
traded for a bum.
That means that somebody valued you.
Yeah. It's like, hey, was he traded for a bag of donuts? No.
Right.
This is the Giannis trade. Like, I get it. Maybe you were sick of being in trade rumors. I can understand that. But it's not like you were in this this trade for Joe Blow. It was for a 2-time MVP.
You know what I noticed? Anybody that was in rumor to be trading for Giannis was going to feel a certain way.
Sure.
Jaylen Brown, Tyler Herro. Somebody's going to feel the way.
But I can understand. But
some of us have a better ground to stand on.
Right. If you're
if
you're a Finals MVP and an All NBA
perennial
player,
All-Star, yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, yes, I can understand that goes back to my point of Jaylen Brown ever asking the Celtics, "Hey, did you ever consider trading Tatum?"
Well, funny
like that to me is you have standing. If you're coming off a year where you get paid, as Leroy said poignantly, $1 million a game because you got paid $30 million and played 30 games, and you're like, how could you guys pay Bam? Oh, I don't know, because he shows up for work. because he's available.
But what about the hate that Tyler and some members of the Heat players had for
It's
Bam?
not some players. It's
is it
Jimmy
just
Butler
him?
and it's Tyler Herro, and probably more Tyler Herro. Like Jimmy Butler, I don't think was mad at Bam. I think he was mad at the Heat
At the Heat execs.
Yeah, and that was, to me, that is, and I was a pay Jimmy guy, but that's just old guy they don't believe in, tired of his act, ready to stop dealing with it. With Tyler, yeah, if Tyler would have had an all-star season this year, played 70 games, I definitely think that he would have kicked around trying to pay him. He couldn't do it. His body can't hold up. His body's never able to hold up.
And think
Who is that
about
on?
this. When you can't, this is not a situation where you're 2 years off an extension and you ain't trying to put yourself in any undue injury situation. This is the year. So if there's a time to suck it up and play and fight through some stuff, it's the year right before you can get an extension. And he played 30 games.
Right. It's
So,
I don't know why we have to make this and I think that if you're going at Bam Adebayo because you think you're more talented than him, okay, say that you do. What does that do with your ass cheeks on the bench? What can you do? How much talent do you have in those cheeks? Consider, like, what good is it? What good is it? It like the Miami Heat can do squat with you sitting on your ass, which is what he ends up doing all the time. Nobody would sit here and say Tyler Herro is a bum player or a bad player or lacks talent, but he's not available to play. That's the facts.
And why take
Pat
it
Riley
out on
has-
Bam? Unless
Pat
there's
Riley's-
something we don't know about.
Pat Riley said, what did he say at the end? Hey, what do you have to say about Tyler? Just run back my answer from 2 years ago. Spoiler alert, he
Yeah.
said that he was fragile. Until proven otherwise,
Right.
that's what it is. And you're getting mad at Bam Adebayo because you can't stay on the court and the Heat decide that he's a safer investment than you are? I just thought the thing that comes off bad about it, is this is a guy in Bam, and you could call this excuse making for him, whatever. But from my standpoint, that guy always had Tyler Herro's back publicly. He always stood up. He backed him against the media. He backed him against fans. And he's like, this is what you say behind closed doors about me?
Right.
This is what you say to not even like people you care about. You say this to randos?
Right.
And then, who knows what was said in the ballroom that led to him getting snuffed. So
Bam saw him. He said something. Bam walked up towards him. Snuffed him. People intervened. Words were said. Bam went to his girl. Tyler had to go get some ice packs.
yeah. Anybody got some blush?
some
got
some
that foundation?
rouge. You got some rouge.
I just
Yeah,
think that I just find it weird that of all the people that you have comments about, is Bam. Because even if Bam had publicly said, it's hard to be a 1-2 punch when one or the two ain't never playing. Would be a valid assessment of the situation. But that's the only thing Bam could say that would maybe get up in Tyler's feelings. Because I can understand, Tyler would be, why would you put that out there? But Bam has said nothing publicly. If they had beef behind closed doors, it's behind closed doors. I've never gotten along with everybody I played with. It doesn't happen. But you keep it professional. Y'all holler at each other and on the side, gives each other a call. Hey, man, you shouldn't have said that.
Right.
If
But
it got to the point where Bam had to confront Tyler, that means he needed to be dealt with. And that's the part that kind of caught me off guard. Because that doesn't seem like Bam.
Yeah, because my theory on it is, and I can't know this, but this is my theory. Like at the end of Jimmy Jimmy's run with the Heat, like him and Bam, like I won't say that they were on bad terms, but like it wasn't as cool as it was in the early years. Whatever. I think Bam was legitimately like was caught off guard by this from Tyler Herro. Like, really, dude? Like this? Really? I mean, I think Bam, if you had to say, oh, Jimmy said that, I don't think Bam would have batted an eye at it. I don't think that he would have been that surprised.
Right.
But the fact that Tyler said it,
Right.
I think it stung. And yeah, I think it led to emotions and it led to obviously it boiling over. But
is it boiling over if you go and hunt somebody? Or you like this food need to be dealt with?
I think for that, I'll say it like this. I think for Bam, like knowing his, like if you told me this was Draymond Green, I'd be like, no, that's a Tuesday for Draymond. But for it to be Bam, there's not many of those things. I think there was like, rumors back in the day that he got into it at like Team USA camp or something like that. But there's not been a lot of, hey, it boiled over for Bam Adebayo. He usually keeps it pretty poised.
Right.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hey, the Heat. They'll be back in Summer League action tonight. We got the battle for LeBron. Heat Cavaliers. No pressure, Vlad Golden. Or Vladislav.
Thank you.
No pressure, dude. That'll get going at 8 o'clock. You can see that on Local 10 today. And
You think they think Vlad is ready for some minutes?
No, he's not.
His name is Vladislav.
He's man, it's an experience watching him play these Summer League games, dude. I mean,
he looks like a big oof.
Kind of, yeah. Like he'll do some, like he'll have some highlight reel stuff, and then he'll have some where it like Joel Anthony looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar next to him with some
Isn't
of the
that the
smooth
plight of a
issues.
big though?
No, because some bigs got that touch. Like it, he looks like
He's a brute.
he's a brute, but he's not like. It's not like he's using that physicality at all times either, So I don't think he looks like a guy ready to contribute for the Miami Heat. If you're asking me honestly, I think that is definitely a position. I saw Valanciunas signed. He's going to Europe, so I guess he's off the board for my gimmick backup center. By the way, I want to let you guys know that we got a chance for you guys to win VIP tickets to Gulfstream's Taste at the Track, tacos and tequila with unlimited tastings on Saturday, July 25th. For your chance to win, enter at the WQAM contest page at WQAM.com. Gulfstream Park Summer Racing takes an exciting turn with live racing every Monday through August 31st. And be sure to catch all the soccer action this week at the Carousel Club. Check that on out. Tacos and tequila sounds like a great time, if you ask me. Fantastic.
0 for 2.
As what?
0 for 2.
What's 0 for 2?
I don't like tequila.
You like tacos, dude. Don't say you don't like tacos.
I didn't say I didn't like tacos.
You said
I'm
0 for
just
2,
saying-
though.
I'm just saying, like, I've never said let's go get tacos.
You literally have many times here.
We've ordered tacos. What do you
I've ordered
Probably
tacos because make no mistake about it. I sometimes look at the Uber Eats, and they were going to get there in 15 minutes.
Sure.
That's it.
But I've never seen you turn it away. It said when Jennifer tries to put it like with her fancy arugula.
Oh, yeah, arugula.
Nobody wants her arugula tacos. Those are ridiculous.
I would say I don't dislike tacos. It's just not a go-to. How's that?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So the other part of this dramatics this weekend was Draymond Green and Udonis Haslem. So Draymond yesterday was on his podcast, which you could find on the Odyssey app. And Draymond Green took issue. He's been like harboring this thing because his opinion on the Tyler Herro versus Bam Adebayo beef had nothing to do with them. He's like, I just wonder if everyone's going to keep that same energy when it comes to when I punched Jordan Poole. And one guy in particular who I took issue with was Udonis Haslem. And I was like, why is it every time Draymond Green, who's trying to get into the media sphere, is trying to talk about something that has happened, it always comes back to, how did you guys all react to the 900th jackass behavior that I did?
Right.
Like Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro, first of all, let's start here. They're not teammates anymore.
Right.
That's one. They were ex-teammates who were longtime teammates, but they weren't on the same team, and this was not at a team practice. So, I mean, that's number one, a big difference. But also, what does Udonis Haslem, who's not involved in this, who's retired, and he's sitting here acting like, I'd love to hear what Udonis Haslem has to say. And he said in this clip, he's like, he's the one that raised them. I'm like, is he their father? Like, what the hell is he talking about? This guy's always searching here and grasping at straws for somebody to be like, come on, guys. Basically what Draymond wants is like, what I did wasn't that bad. And I'm like, what? But you're not a first-time offender. You're like a 9th-time offender when it comes to this stuff. And so Udonis Haslem last night posts a long response to Draymond Green on social media. Because he was like, are you effing kidding me with this? Where you're like, I wonder what Udonis Haslem has to say about this, because he went at me hard on the whole Jordan Poole thing, which, by the way, also a fallacy, because I saw I looked back last night at the comments that Udonis Haslem said about this. All he said was that Draymond Green was out of pocket for punching his teammate who's way younger than him and way smaller than him, which, I mean, if you think that's wrong, I don't know what to tell you. And secondly, Udonis Haslem did nothing but pour respect on the player that Draymond Green is the rest of the way. And so much so that, like, when I saw the comments from Draymond Green, I'm like, did Udonis Haslem say something else? Because there's no way anybody could be offended by this critique unless you were just so hurt because you revere Udonis Haslem so much that if he says anything against you, that you never forget it. Because it's not like Udonis Haslem said, Draymond Green is a cancer, you can't keep him on. Like, I'm like, did he go on First Take and say that or something like that? Did I miss that? And no, apparently I did not. So here's Udonis Haslem. These are his comments, Leroy, to Draymond Green being upset that UD has raised two kids who are apparently now punching each other. UD tweets at Money23Green. That's his handle. He said, I see some things just don't change. You was on some, I'm going to say this very intangibly, suck-a-bleep for 4 years when you swung on Jordan Poole, and you're on some suck-a-bleep now. I usually don't engage, but since you went that far left to get my attention, here it is. If you think your big 32-year-old, 3 or 4 ring at the time, having ass swinging on a 23-year-old Jordan Poole at the time is the same, then you're even more delusional than I thought. First of all, Bam is 28, Tyler is 26. Neither of them got it all figured out. Maybe I was giving you too much credit at the time because I thought you did so. That's why I commented. Second of all, anyone who knows Bam knows he's strong as a baby bear. If he would have unloaded on Tyler 100%, it's over. You fired off on that young boy like it was the club punch, and you never met him before in your life. Third, yeah, I did go at Jimmy Butler. That was another part of Draymond Green, that UD went at Jimmy Butler, who was much younger than him, even though Jimmy Butler was 34 at the time when they had their altercation. Third of all, yeah, I did go at Jimmy. You're damn right. That bleep you pull in Golden State and that bleep that he pulled in Chicago talking crazy to Hoiberg and disrespecting teammates in practice in Minnesota, that ain't going to fly in the 305. So, yeah, I checked his ass. Call it heat culture or whatever you want, but before I let one player disrespect Spo in front of the squad, cut his legs out, and disrupt what the other 15 guys are trying to accomplish, I'll kick his ass. I owe that to Zoe, Tim, Glenn, and the rest of my OGs. Damn. I don't really vibe with you. And I think that you know that. So unless it's me on Prime Talking Hoops, I won't mention you at all. You brought me into this, and I'm retired and out of the way. I suggest you keep pushing because I ain't having no more hall passes out, bruh.
That's how you do it. And guess what? That's kind of what Bam did.
Man.
Bam said, look, I've been sitting back letting you do you because I understand you frustrated. But you done went too far. Simple as that. And also, like, don't you have to know who you dealing with? Right? Because the only, like, altercation that I ever got in with a player, practice don't count, especially in football. You'll fight your brother if it's hot enough and somebody's yelling at you. So I don't even count practice, which is one of the things Udonis said. Like, practice, you don't knock, especially in basketball. But John Randall came after me one time, and I picked up my chair. Right? Now, I picked it up. But I'm going to tell you, I was like, dear God, somebody please stop this. Because I know if I have to use this chair, I'm done with football.
When you had the chair, can I just ask you something? did you have it like it was a WWE match, or like a lion tamer would have it, like pulling out the four legs? Like, how did you use the chair?
I was sitting on the chair. I looked around. He started like charging like a rhino, like he from the other side of the room. So that's all I had. I don't know how I grabbed it. And then somebody jumped
Clearly,
in.
you didn't grab it. Well, clearly, you grabbed it right because you didn't hurt your forearm.
Yeah.
So
But I grabbed it and I was like, I ain't prayed that hard in years. Please, God, let's somebody get in the way and like whatever. And here's the kicker. I wasn't mad at Johnny because Johnny was being Johnny. He's always intense about what happens on the football field and how we go about things, right? Me and Johnny got into it because it was the first game we lost all year. We were in the locker room yucking it up. And he got mad that everybody was too lackadaisical about what just happened. And that really wasn't the case at all. Like, we had been that way for the last 10 Mondays and it didn't matter, right? So, but yeah, and me and Johnny cool, and we just chalk it up to football stuff because off the field and out of that locker room, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. I can understand that. I understand there's people like that. There's some people and players that are jackasses out of that locker room and off the football field, right? He wasn't one of them, right? So like, so yeah, I know how these things happen. I have never in my life, and keep in mind, there wasn't Twitter and all these things and whatever. And I did a good job of squashing a lot of stuff. So my rookie year, somebody was, there's always a lot of grumblings and the reporters have something to say. Certain guys are sleeping in the meetings. And they came to me and said, somebody said you were sleeping. And I said, I'd rather sleep during the meeting than during the game. I say, so you want to talk about sleep? We 2-10. You think me paying attention is gonna change that 2-10? That ain't why we losing. So, like, I'm gonna keep it real.
For us.
Yeah, but am I lying? No. Like, everybody want to reach for things when you losing, and that's the time when they say everybody need to look in the mirror. What can I do? But then, you point the finger at somebody else. Half our team was 37 years old. We wonder why we getting our ass kicked.
Al Macco says that for his response, UD used chat OGPT.
I tell you what, there's a bunch of people, like, here's the thing that would worry me about UD if I had a confrontation with UD. Because I know he mean what he say. Those are the people you got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about the people that's trying to get likes, or, on Twitter, or, because they do a podcast and they go and saying things that maybe get a couple of more clicks, right? Yeah. UD ain't about clicks.
We'll take a break here on the program, and we'll continue on all the festivities of the weekend, including the saddest comeback maybe in fight history. Back after this. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update, please? Brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting.
Sure can.
Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Got winds out of the east at about 10 miles an hour. It is partly cloudy skies with a temperature of, I'm going to say, about 88 degrees. Looks pretty pleasant. Although I will say, I'm always going to be on the lookout for those evening showers.
Got to have a head on a swivel, dude.
Yep.
The headlines, those are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The Heat, they split their Vegas Summer League. They still can't beat the Orlando Magic. Doesn't matter. I mean, I understand nobody was playing, but doesn't matter. Still can't beat them. They did beat the Bucks, though. Beat the snot out of them. That Ryan Conwell looks good. They may have done it again with him. He didn't play in the second game. That was a let the older young guys go out there and play.
The older young guys.
The older young guys, yeah. Didn't play the Canes guard, Trey Donaldson. He's looked good. I'll tell you one thing. He dove in the floor right in front of Eric Spoelstra. Spo loves that. He's like, oh, I love that.
You think Spo needed a cigarette after that?
I think so. I think he did. It's like, oh, hustle. The Marlins got swept by the Guardians. They lose 5-2. Of course, you got the All-Star game coming up tomorrow with Otto Lopez and Max Meyer. Home Run Derby is tonight, so we'll check that on out. In the meanwhile, the other big sporting event this weekend, besides the World Cup, which our semifinals are set, France and Spain tomorrow, Argentina, England on Wednesday, and then we will see who will play for it all on Sunday. We have the third place game. Is that something people want to go to? The third place game? Is that like a big ticket?
It's going to be a big ticket because it's the final game that they're going to see their team play in the World Cup. But it's not. It kind of leaves a.
You get like a medal? Do you get anything?
You just third place.
Just third place?
Yeah.
Is there money? Like, do you get a bonus? I don't even know how it works.
I'll check, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you get money because the U.S. just got $16 million all just getting to the round of 16.
They did?
Yeah, and they got to split half of that with the women.
With the women? Well, they should. At least the women go out there and win.
I mean, I'm without saying.
Oh, man. But the other thing was UFC this weekend. UFC 329, the return, and I use that term loosely, of the Mac, Conor McGregor. He lost in a little over a minute to Max Holloway, seemingly blowing out his knee on the first kick. Now, there's a lot of debate and conspiracies out there. Did he come in injured? Did he get hurt on the way to the cage? Was he hurt fight week? Was he going to a pain clinic? I don't know where I land. I could see that he maybe came in a little bit banged up. I don't think that he had a completely snapped knee. I think there might have been a sprain or something. But here's what's bad. You want to know what's bad for ligaments? Leroy's assessed to this. Coke, steroids, and age.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, he's just not physically built for this sport anymore. And guys, I told you this coming into the fight. If you bet on Conor McGregor, you're high as a kite. Nobody, and I mean nobody, comes back from snapping their leg in mixed martial arts. You can't do it. You have to fight barefoot, and you have to use your leg on offense and defense. Nobody comes back from it. Not the great Anderson Silva. He did not win a fight, truly. He won a fight against Derek Brunson, but he got a complete hose job decision on that. He did not deserve to win that fight. Nobody comes back from that. Nobody. When you have that injury, you go to boxing. Our boy, Tyrone Spong, when he broke his leg in kickboxing, he went to boxing because you can't do that sport anymore. When Chris Weidman had it happen to him, he couldn't do the sport anymore. He tried, but nobody comes back from that. Conor McGregor could fire up and by the way, already was on the decline. Already was on the decline 5 years ago. But that was holy hell, was that depressing to watch this weekend, Leroy?
Yeah. I mean, all 12 seconds of it.
All 12 seconds of it. There's
like, you know what I hate? Here's what I hate. It's the same thing when we saw Tyson fight. Right? Was it Jake Paul? Leading up to it, you always have that, maybe, I don't know. And then you watch 2 seconds and you go, just as I thought.
There's something about, there are certain people, this is the thing with fighting. There are certain people who, once they got us, they got us. Tyson is one of those guys. McGregor's one of those guys. Floyd is one of those guys.
Yep.
I will always tune in to see what they got. I will always watch it. There's something romantic in boxing about the comeback fight. But there's a reason why George Foreman was a freak. Okay? People don't do that.
Right.
They don't do that. And especially people who are really bad to their bodies. Okay? Really reckless outside the cage. And usually, guys who get exorbitant wealth and don't have to do it anymore. You just can't find it. It's never going to be as magical as The Climb. And just when you think the Conor McGregor story couldn't get sadder, it got sadder.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, I'm seeing the crazy conspiracy. Now people are like, he did it on purpose because he just wants to get out of his deal. Are you Let me get this straight. You think Conor McGregor wants to look like that going into contract negotiations? Are you stupid? Are you stupid or are you stupid? He doesn't have it anymore.
Right.
He's not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Could he go box? Maybe he'll go box. But he can't compete in mixed martial arts anymore.
No more octagons?
No. He can't do it anymore, Vlad. He can't do it.
And why? My problem is, why would we expect him to?
I don't know. Because people think he could shave his head and put a mohawk on, and because he could talk better than anybody that's ever talked in a fight promotion since Muhammad Ali, probably. And they just get convinced. You get romanticized by it.
That's the word. People just love you romanticize. You love you love a fighter to the point they're a hero or they're a superhero, and so you're always gonna believe.
Yeah,
you're always gonna fall for any comebacks and anything that they said because you still think they can go back to when they were in their prime. But like you said, man, just too much abuse to his body over the years. Plus, dude, I don't know about you, but if you haven't fought in 5 years, I don't in that sport, I don't think you just can come back and just win.
Of course not.
Like after 5 years off rust against that type of an opponent,
no,
you're not gonna.
You know what the other problem is they see somebody else do it and they start classifying their careers against those people. So I think a lot of people look at somebody like John Jones and say that guy fights once every 3 years, and look at him.
But John,
right?
and I get that, but the difference between John Jones and Conor McGregor
is better.
It's not the cocaine. It's just
he was the greatest before he ended.
It's a vast difference.
Right.
Like Conor McGregor, when he lost bad. Like the fights that maybe John lost are squeakers.
Right.
Like
it's
maybe
still competitive.
He didn't look completely washed. He maybe was disinterested because he's like, I don't like fighting Dominic Reyes. This is not interesting to me. This does not get the juices flowing. And Dominic Reyes is fighting for the biggest fight of his life. So maybe you'll get a night like that. But that's the greatest mix. That's the guy. That's the best to ever do it. And he never had a devastating injury that he was coming back from. It's crazy to me that people thought Conor McGregor, even if he was healthy, would have had a chance against Max Holloway. But what happened was the most logical thing to ever happen. That a guy who had the most devastating injury in the sport reportedly had to use copious amounts of PEDs, according to the New York Times, to get his leg right. Okay, I won't even fault you for that. I'm not a big clutch my pearls over PEDs, but that's what he did reportedly to get himself back, to try and give it to system. And then Bradley kept doing that kind of stuff. They canceled their drug testing program with the same thing. Gets himself all the way back, gets himself in physically looking like good shape, but he's just not the same guy. And he hasn't been that same guy, dude, in nearly 10 years. He hasn't been that guy. He hasn't been. But he's got this hold over people like you think he's going to summon some powers because he convinced millions of intangibles that he could beat the best boxer to ever walk the planet the last 25 years. That's the kind of convincing he can do with his mouth. But he can't. He's not that guy. He shouldn't do this anymore. It's over. It's been over. But now instead of a period, it can now end with an exclamation point. It's over.
He just had a statement.
What did he say?
He was 100% ready to fight. There was no injury before.
Oh, sure.
This is not how it's going to end. He will return.
Let me get this straight. In the history of guys going into fights injured, especially guys where millions of dollars are bet on, you see Manny Pacquiao got a class action lawsuit against him for a shoulder injury that he didn't disclose. You think Conor McGregor's like, you got me, I was hurt. Like, no, of course he's not going to say that.
Right.
Of course he's not going to say that.
All right, so let me give him his, the correct statement here. My head gasket is gone, destroyed. I had no injury or injuries going to the fight. I was throwing kicks, planted and jumping all throughout camp as well as backstage before the fight. This came out of nowhere. I am beyond dark here. I can only describe it as hell.
Well, you want to know something? It's honestly worse that he wasn't injured if that's the truth, because that means your body couldn't hold up for one kick.
How much did you train? Could you imagine training that much?
It's almost worse. Like if I was Conor McGregor, I'd be like, yeah, I was injured coming in. I tried to gut through it. But it's like, no, actually I was 100% and my body couldn't hold up for one kick. That's worse. And he wants to come back.
Yeah, he said surgery, prehab, return to martial arts practice, go again, final fight of the contract, please.
You already had your final fight of the contract. So he wants the money.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
He said, my faith is unconditional and I am thankful I get to prove it. Know that he endured an intense day in church. My lifestyle changes are permanent and not just until. I am thankful I get to prove it.
Well, here's the conspiracies that are out there, right? On the injury stuff. So like they showed this on the broadcast. He looked, and Dave South mentioned this, that he couldn't put weight on his leg at the cut man's prep station. He took off his sneakers and he kind of looked wobbly and all that. He then also had this odd video where he like puts on the sneakers at the weigh-in after taking off his pants, that's strange. Nobody ever does that. You just go on the scale barefoot and then you put on your sneakers to go do the face-off. Right? Super weird that he did that. So it was almost like he needs support. There's also these videos, and there's these videos of him going into a clinic. Was he doing it to get cupping? Was he doing it to get his leg looked at? I don't know. But Dana comes out and he goes, well, if anybody saw him injured, like there was 80 million people who saw the face-off. Somebody would have saw something.
No, that's not true.
I'm like, what? What are you talking about, dude? Okay, so we didn't see it then, but we saw it, but the people who saw it on the check-in station, I don't know. But look, again, okay, let's say he wasn't injured. He got injured with one kick. His body couldn't hold up for one kick, and he's supposed to fight again? Come on. It's over. Leroy.
So
over, dude.
I mean, the crazy thing about it is it didn't help none that he was talking mad trash.
That's what he does.
That's how he sells fights, Leroy. He's gonna have to talk trash.
You think, but you think people gonna fall for this again?
Yes, we always do. What are we talking about?
People will fall for it again.
What are you talking about? We talk about this. Oh, we ain't gonna fall for it. And then boom, in 6 months he'll announce a fight. Oh, Holloway.
It ain't gonna be 6 months if he tore his knee up.
Especially now that it's not on pay-per-view. Like, could you imagine if you paid pay-per-view for that?
No, that wasn't a pay-per-view. What was that on?
It was Paramount Plus. So now that it's on Paramount Plus, like, yeah. So, because what are the consequences? I'm tuning in to watch Conor McGregor. Like, of course, people will get convinced. If they do Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor 3, of course they will.
But Vegas sportsbooks made a killing.
I can't believe people bet on it. I genuinely cannot believe that.
92% Tobin and Leroy. 92% of the bets were on McGregor. The man hasn't fought in 5 years, and they're gonna put it again. It wasn't like he was fighting some chump. You know what I mean? He's fighting a Hall of Famer.
That's crazy. 92% of people bet Conor.
Yeah, that's insane. Tell you what, though,
Does that lead people from like even wanting to watch us fight when you lose like that? Do you like say he's a bum? I'm done.
People will come back. I'm telling you, they
All
will.
right, I got
People
you.
will come back. You know, like Mike Tyson just drew a record numbers. You remember what he looked like at the end of his prime? You know, like people always, there are certain guys people will always come back for, but I don't know how many times I have to yell at at people when these fights happen. When I tell you, old doesn't work for fighting, and he hasn't been a good fighter in nearly a decade.
Yeah.
He hasn't been.
But that just I don't understand why we miss on that.
I don't know. If he comes back and he fought like, you know, Michael Chandler or Nate Diaz, like old versus old guys who have been watched, maybe. But even then, I'm not betting on him. Nobody comes back from that injury.
He would have to fight somebody at his level so that it looks like Tyson Evander Holyfield.
He would need to fight somebody, you know, like if he fought like Masvidal, who hasn't fought in 4 years.
No,
something like that.
I know.
No, that would be a good.
No.
You know what? That
Masvidal would kill him.
No, it wouldn't.
I think Masvidal would kill him too because Masvidal's not coming off the worst injury. But yeah, that's where it would have to be.
That would have to be the fight. Not to say Masvidal wouldn't beat him. I'm just killing. You know what I'm saying? They both could get hit. So that's the type of fight I could see Conor possibly winning, where it's just a guy just as crazy as him, not trying to grapple or anything like that. They just want to throw hands.
Yeah, like that's. But he can't fight.
That would sell.
If he fought a Gaethje, like fighting a Gaethje or a Holloway, it's a waste of time.
Because even though they haven't maybe not won, they've been active.
Yeah, but Holloway just knocked out the lightweight champion. Like he lost to Taboria, but he flatlined Justin Gaethje not that long ago. He's still amongst the best fighters on the planet.
And that's when Taporia was the best, one of the best fighters.
Right.
It wasn't like he lost to like a bum. He lost when the guy was on, guy was on top.
If Conor McGregor's leg were made of vibranium and he came into the cage, he still was going to get his ass kicked by Max Holloway.
Well,
be clear on
vibranium now. Come on now.
I'm sorry, whatever the intangibles metal is.
Okay, it's vibranium. All right.
But whatever, like he could have, if he had AI legs and was just perfectly fine, Max Holloway was still going to kick his ass. But the fact that he couldn't hold up for one kick, come on, dude. How much more you need to drill into your head that this guy's not that guy anymore? Anyway, take a break. Back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. You guys can get in on the chat at 104.3 WQAM, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch, and check us on out there. Rob Power says, him trying the running switch kick was him trying for an immediate Hail Mary early knockout. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I think the idea that his body just completely broke down, like right at that moment. I don't hate the idea of him going to boxing. If he's gonna keep doing this, like, do something else. I don't see the purpose in him. Like, let him do it in Zuffa boxing and let that count for his UFC contract if he's dying to get out of the contract.
He could fight Shakur or Jalen Williams.
No, that was
that's the second time, though, right?
Crazy.
Isn't that the second time it's happened?
Dana White went on a huge rant about that on his production team, saying that they're the worst at that.
They called Terrence Crawford Kendrick Lamar.
And they called Shakur Stevenson. The Shakur Stevenson is almost worse, though, because Shakur Stevenson, Dana was pissed because they just signed him. He's like, I just gave that guy a lot of money, and you're calling him somebody from the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know, it's they go with those.
Why don't they get confirmation first?
I think it's a troll job.
I don't know. I mean, they don't look anything like each other. I don't understand that. I think they corrected it on the broadcast, though. They knew who it was. It was the graphics that screwed it up. Like there's no way that John Anik and Rogan, they don't know who Shakur Stevenson is. But that was insane to make him Jalen Williams. Yeah, when Terrence Crawford,
they're the only ones that do that too. Nobody else on TV, because maybe they have producers telling them.
I can tell you, like, when you're doing it, they say, "Hey, we have such and such coming on," and you could just be like, there's been a couple times on doing Dirty Boxing, like we had like some Houston rapper. I didn't know who he was, Intangibles, but
wait, you didn't know Paul Wall?
It wasn't Paul Wall. It wasn't Paul Wall.
Then you know rappers then.
It wasn't Paul Wall, but most of the time, you know who these people are. It's not. It's and even like sometimes they don't know who it is, and I'm like, that's like we had Jonnu Smith show up. Like when Jonnu Smith was on the Dolphins, like breaking records. I'm like, yeah, it's Jonnu Smith. Big year for the Dolphins this year.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you hear, sometimes you don't. It depends. Sometimes your producer will tell you, sometimes they won't. But that's a big whiff. I mean, Shakur Stevenson to Jalen Williams. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I don't know what they were thinking, dude. That was crazy. Wayne Ellington apparently told Danny Green. Danny Green was on his podcast today, and he's doing the broadcast. He did, I think, the game yesterday was Sedano. I think he's doing those games in the summer league. Mm-hmm. And he said that the Wayne Ellington told him that the Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro kerfuffle has been overblown. So
then why one guy got makeup on?
I don't know.
Hey, that don't sound like overblown.
I don't know.
But it like,
the thing I was just happy with is I saw Bam's hand, and I'm like, oh, good, his hand looks fine. That's all I was worried about.
I mean, you ain't gonna hurt yourself on Tyler.
Bone is bone.
Again,
if you miss.
If Tyler would have hit Bam, he would have been out for half the year.
You're not wrong.
Half? Maybe the whole year.
Yeah. Like
reconstructive hand surgery.
Dude, like when there's time and place, for Tyler to get mad at anybody, you know, I would have had the utmost respect for him if he had done this. I understand everybody's frustrations with me not being available. Believe me, it's not for lack of trying. I've had some very unlucky stuff happen to me, and I got to get out of this funk, right? If he had said that, everybody on planet Earth would have understood what this man is going through and wouldn't have held it against him, right? But the fact that he comes out and says stuff like the team should have been around, should have built around me, and your 30 games a year makes him seem even so far out there
Well, I think the thing that he has to come to grips with is Bam Adebayo could be playing for any other team right now and not be on the Heat with an extension, and he still wasn't getting a Heat extension.
Right.
Like he's somehow
This
looking
has
at
nothing to do with Bam. This
Yeah,
has to do with his availability in the Miami Heat.
I think that's the thing that's crazy to me is he and people around Jimmy who are like, oh, Bam got his extension, Bam got his money, and thinking to themselves, like, did Bam's money stand in the way of your money? Like they made the organizational decision. Last time I checked, Bam Adebayo was not the general manager. Like the last time I checked, Bam Adebayo doesn't trade people. Okay? And what is Bam is Bam supposed to blind himself, being like, oh no, Giannis wants to play with me. I gotta think of Tyler's feelings. Oh.
Right.
Like,
sorry. What is the organization said? Man, if we give Bam the extension, we're gonna have to give it to Tyler and Jimmy.
Right.
Who says that?
Did that play into Jimmy being pissed? Yeah, probably. But I don't think that Bam getting the extension didn't keep them from giving Jimmy Butler an extension. They had come to that conclusion, Bam or no Bam.
Right.
They had come to that conclusion with Tyler Herro because Tyler Herro couldn't stay healthy. Had nothing to do with Bam Adebayo. So those guys pocket watching Bam Adebayo is unbelievably lame. I get having professional jealousies. It happens to anybody.
Which if I'm
But
Bam,
be mad at your bosses, not the other talent.
Which if I'm Bam, that's what I have the biggest problem with. It's not even that he's mad he didn't get an extension. It's that he's mad that he thinks he didn't get the extension because Bam got it.
No.
That's crazy.
That's true, but no. We're Wildcats alum. You don't talk trash. You don't talk. You don't talk, or you don't let that publicly be known. That's on you, but you're talking behind my back. We're former teammates. You heard the video, you heard the audio. I got your back. We've been the longest tenured Heat players. But you're talking outside, you're talking behind my back, you're doing sneaky stuff. If you're supposed to be my man's, you can't be you talk to me. If you had a problem with how you had a problem, you talk to me. But you pocket watching, you looking at how much I make, and all I've done is nothing but support you with your injury-prone ass. Nah, Bam was absolutely right to snuff him. Like, you don't talk trash. Like, that's crazy.
It's just weasel behavior.
It doesn't. Here's the thing.
No, this
whole incident makes Tyler look worse.
Right.
Because nobody's looking at Bam and saying what, like Draymond said, why didn't UD go,
It's a witch move. He pulled a witch move. And I'm not saying which.
I know. It was. It was. Keep in mind, they've been trying to trade your ass for 3 years and nobody wanted you because you didn't play.
And you complaining that, though, why? Like, that's the other thing. Why isn't Bam included in the trade rumors? Wait, what?
Because Giannis wants to play with him. That's why.
But that's crazy. Like, I don't get, like, okay, fine. The Celtics situation with Jalen and Tatum, I can understand that. What I'm doing is I'm proving myself equally like the player you love. Why is it? I can get that. I can understand. I completely understand Jaylen Brown's point. But Tyler's saying that, and you saying it so, like, you saying it's sneaky. You saying it in it's not even your page. It's a what do you call that?
Burner.
A burner account.
Right.
And then you're liking, and you're comparing stats. Like, you're bringing information. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're bringing, oh, look, this is how this person shoots. Like, you're trying to solidify what you're saying. And it's about your former teammate, a friend, a Wildcat alum. I don't see that happen with alums. You don't see that happen at Duke. You don't see that happen at Carolina. Like, usually, if you're part of a university, you're an alumni. Yeah,
it's supposed to be closer
for
sure. And I think I think that goes to why Bam was probably so enraged by it. Be like, he's been multiple times that he's gone in front of microphones, and Bam Adebayo has said that the media throws too much dirt on Tyler's name, the fans throw too much dirt. Like, he's had his back publicly
all the time.
And that's That's the old Pat Rileyism, smiling faces with hidden agendas. You
Kind of
smile-
the same problem I had with Jimmy, that his whole team has supported him. Why would you then go on the court and do that to them? Like, I get your beef with the organization, and I get Tyler's beef with the organization for whatever reason. But under no circumstances have any of the guys on the team said one negative thing about you. So why would you call out one of them?
I think the other thing though is like they expect, like, what do you expect Bam to go up to Riles and be like, Riles, you need to pay Tyler,
right?
Because I said so.
Put the word. Well, and that's the thing that pisses me off about it too. It's like, okay, so let me get this straight. You guys don't think Bam Adebayo deserves to be the face of the Miami Heat. You guys don't think that Bam Adebayo deserves all the money, but you want Bam Adebayo to use his all power to go save your ass. That you don't with the power you don't think he deserves, because that should be you. But Bam, go put in a word. But I thought I don't deserve the word. Which one is it?
Right.
Take a break. Leroy hands out his game balls and game bombs. Next. Dirty laundry is getting thrown out there. A lot of dirty laundry is getting thrown out there in the DMs. And you want to know the best place to get your dirty laundry cleaned? A&T Dry Cleaners, ladies and gentlemen. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. The owner's Aura. That's our guy. You can call or text him anytime. His number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383, Leroy.
It's summertime. You need your wardrobe right. Kids are getting ready for school pretty soon. You got those summer weddings. You got to get your formal wear fitting tight. They can even do same-day sewing. Ours mother is a seamstress, so you know you're getting that good family care to service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach counties, and they can pick up and drop off your clothes. Ours a fan of the show. He's giving us a great deal. Tell them what they're giving us, Tobin.
You mentioned Tobin and Leroy, all right? You're not going to get anybody walking up on you in a practice gym, all right? Instead, you go into A&T Dry Cleaners. They're going to give you 25% off your order. So what are you waiting for? Call or text them today, 954-610-9383. And once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never want to launder your own clothes again. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to gather around the locker room and for Leroy Horde to hand out his game balls and game bums. What do you have, Leroy, today?
Well, all day today, my game ball is going to go to Big Spoon. It's her birthday, and it's unfortunate because I'm with one hand. She's got to do a lot of the stuff around here, so I got to, I'm going to have to make good at some point, and I don't have a problem with it.
All right.
But happy birthday to her. And
happy birthday, Big Spoon.
And my game bum, Conor McGregor. Dude, if you had got smashed in the second round, we could at least say, you know what, he put up some resistance.
Right.
But you ain't even make it through 3 minutes.
Wow. You think Conor's a bigger bum than Tyler this weekend? A lot of bums in Vegas.
I know.
And you see a lot of bums in Vegas as well.
I'm saving him for later. See, I got to do this twice.
Oh. Okay.
See what I'm saying? So, but yeah, dude, there's a certain level of performance, right, that I expect from a guy talking trash, right? You could get knocked out. You could lose a fight bad. But if you come out there, you've been talking trash and you go at your opponent like, yeah, it's about to happen, and you get knocked out, I could live with that. But what I just saw after all the trash talking, I can't, that's hard to swallow. One punch, and then you try an old Jackie Chan type, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even softball in there.
Rumble the Bronx.
He tried old Jackie Chan roundhouse kick.
He tried to rumble the Bronx kick.
Well, that's the thing that's sad about it.
You only get one take, dummy.
He's good at he used to be good at the Jackie Chan roundhouse kick and the switch. Like that used to be his thing.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah, when you're roided and coked up.
Before the roids, before the coke. I think before, he used to be too broke for the coke.
Think there was no drug testing in this one, right?
Wow.
I don't think there was any drug testing because he looked like he was high as kite. He was on
He
something.
said that that's the thing. I saw a funny meme that says, I gave up all this coke and sex and this is what I did it for.
Well, I'm very worried because he said he's in a black hole right now. So that usually when you're in that state of mind, you go back to your
Who's the boxer? Who's the boxer who cried during the fight?
McCall?
Heavyweight. It was a heavyweight championship.
Oliver McCall?
Yeah.
Oliver McCall.
He just started crying because he was just in that black hole.
I think Dominic Reyes, former UFC bantamweight champion, Hall of Famer, he said that he genuinely thinks this isn't about the money. He says he thinks that Conor McGregor needs to fight because he thinks his life is in tatters when he can't fight. And a lot of guys do. A lot of guys cannot.
A lot of it is the training and the preparing for the fight.
We just saw it happen with Dustin Poirier in the airport, where he's got an alcohol problem, and he had said going out, he's like, I don't know what I'm going to be without fighting. I don't know. There's so much structure and discipline that goes with the sport. Right. When they don't have it, there's a lot of people who just they don't know how to get on without it. They just don't. So, but for him, he's been out of the fighting game for so long. You would have hoped that he would have found something else. And now it's like we've been waiting for this return from the broken leg, and he looks worse than ever. So there's nothing else to see here. People will tune in again because, again, he's just one of those guys. He's got one of the Willy Wonka tickets where everybody will tune in, but there's nothing to see here anymore. He's just not good at this. He's a broke down fighter. His body can't handle it anymore. And yeah, there's something about when you talk about the trash talk, what's a Conor McGregor fight without the trash? He tried that once. Remember he did that with the Poirier, the second fight. He tried to be nice McGregor, and he got absolutely obliterated. And so then he went to your wife was in me DMs the next time around, and his leg shattered. But even he was, because remember, here's the thing. When Conor lost to Poirier, when his leg snapped, he was still full of just anger and was mad at him. And he did the interview with Joe Rogan sitting against the cage.
Right.
Like this one, he genuinely looked depressed. Like I thought he was going to leave the gloves. Like he's like, I can't believe this is how it went. I can't believe how embarrassing this was. After all that, this is what I get out of it. So I don't know though, dude. I don't think he's got it. I just don't think there's anything there to see anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you probably knew that before the fight, but you didn't want to, you really just didn't want to believe it. But we do this a lot, especially in the fight game. I mean, we did it with Tyson. Maybe he can muster up one more. Ooh, you see him working those bags? Oh my goodness, he still got a little bit. And that must have been from 10 years ago, because the Tyson we saw in the ring didn't look nothing like that guy.
That was 10 years. And that's the thing is Tyson, like when Tyson fought Roy Jones when he came back, he looked pretty damn good. But then he had a huge medical episode where he had to get taken off a Miami plane. And like now he's supposed to work back and be 60 and fight a kid who's also juiced to the gills. Like, no, man, that's not capable. It was great that Mike Tyson was able to come. It sucks that people stole his money again. I wish that they could have just done the Roy Jones fight and said, see ya, because he should have made a ton of dough off of that one and they robbed him. But, it's just old isn't good in any sports, but man, in fighting, it exposes a lot because there's nobody in there but you.
And sometimes it looks like they're not even in there.
Right. That is Game Balls and Game Bums. So listen, if you want to listen to me, I told you to take Patty Pimblett last week on Kalshi. That one hit. That was faster than the McGregor fight with him choking out BSD. Wow. BS, the key word there for Benoit Saint-Denis, I'll tell you that much. But in FIFA, we're down to the semifinal, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. The games resume tomorrow. Currently, France is trading at 39% to win the whole thing. England trading at 21.5%. Spain at 20.8%, and Argentina at 18.2%. So, a $100 trade on Argentina to repeat gets you a $519 payout. If you think France is going to take it all, a $100 trade there gets you a $245 payout. A $100 trade on England or Spain pays out around $400. So that's what you got coming up here with your four remaining teams in the World Cup. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house and the probabilities change, and you can buy in and out of your position. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use my code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with yous. Back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Headlines this hour brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The Home Run Derby is tonight as the All-Star break is upon us. The Marlins go into the All-Star break at 52-45, 4 back of the Atlanta Braves. They're in a wild card spot, but got swept this weekend. Hitting just it eluded them, Leroy.
Yeah.
It went
And
away.
it's more importantly, not just the hitting, but they've lived on timely hitting.
Yes, big
Like
time.
even if it was like 2 outs, man off second and third, with your best hitter up, he would normally get a hit, and he squibbed one. Like it was just, those things happen. I think sometimes, like with the pitcher doing Looney Tunes, the one game, guys running all around the base because you throwing it,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
He threw a bad pick off of first, then same batter got caught stealing and threw it in the left field.
All right, so here's your field today for the Home Run Derby. You got Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, so a couple of Phillies. And by the way, there's going to be some bombs tonight because Philly's a Little League park. All right, you're going to see everybody head on a swivel. Junior Caminero from the Rays. Munetaka Morikami from the White Sox. Jordan Walker from the Cardinals. Jacques Caglione from the Royals. Wilson Contreras from the Red Sox. And Ben Rice from the Yankees.
Is it bad that I don't know half of those names?
Nah, it's not bad. Some of those guys
You don't follow baseball.
Right.
I think I might throw a flyer on Murakami. I think that's what I'm going with. Late entry.
I'm going with
Schwarber.
No.
Ben Rice.
Yeah.
All right. We'll look forward to it tonight. We got the All-Star game tomorrow. Marlins will be back in action on Friday against the Milwaukee Brewers.
There's a good chance they're gonna go against Miz.
The Miz?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mizorowski.
Yes.
Yeah, he throws gas. And he's looking for revenge. Marlins beat him
Yeah,
already
they
this
beat
year.
him. Yeah, they
beat him
did.
this year. Do we think that any of the new Milwaukee Bucks will throw first pitches in that series against the Marlins?
Tyler Herro's definitely throwing.
Tyler Herro's throwing out the first pitch. Him and yell at your boys. He loves the Brewers. So we will see. Jaime Jaquez Jr., by the way, this is some quotes from Anthony Chang. He caught up with Jaime. And this is from the Miami Herald. He says, on getting traded, that I knew that it was definitely a possibility it was going to happen, but you're never truly prepared for what it does. So once I got the news, it was definitely devastating for sure. I love Miami. I love this city. It really felt like home to me. But with that being said, I'm super excited to be with this new team. I feel like there is a lot of opportunity in Milwaukee, and I'm ready to get out there and make my mark in Milwaukee. So
Very reasonable.
very reasonable. I saw that some of the quotes from Kel'el as well that Anthony got was he used the term he's excited to get a chance to flourish. So he's going to be the one that stings. I'm going to need Giannis to make me forget about losing the Kryptonian. Because I think he's going to be really good. I think those guys are going to have nice seasons. I do. It's not, it's not like this is I think the Heat gave up nothing. I know everybody makes it seem like the Heat gave up a poo-poo platter, but I think a lot of those guys are good players. I certainly didn't love losing Kasparis. Kel'el stings, but I kind of just made peace with it.
Yeah, me too. It hurt a little bit.
It hurts.
But
he sounds excited.
Then I start thinking this. A guy like Kel'el goes somewhere else with a team that he's going to be needed.
Right.
A team that he's going to have to play every night. And then you see a situation where maybe he grows into that and becomes, more mature with how he does things and the way he does things because he realizes that they're depending on him. Not a situation in Miami where they're like, look, you either do it this way or we'll sit you on the bench. We don't care.
And he's married now, so there's more responsibility and maturity.
Yeah.
Handsome dad.
Is he 23 yet?
He might have just turned 23.
There's that too. That, man, he's still young.
Did he turn 22 yet? He might still be 20. No, he turned 22 in April.
Yeah, he got married young.
He did. I think he got married in the season, but he got wedding. I think was this summer.
Damn, shorty got him.
Yeah, good for him, dude. He's from a small town. He's from North Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's what I mean. Shorty got him.
Kel'el Ware, the Kryptonian. God, he was so fun to watch. The dunks, the blocks.
So you're saying Giannis then? Because that's what Giannis does.
I'm going to need to see that from Giannis.
What do you mean you're going to need to see?
I'm going to need to see it.
No. Time out. The word is not need to see you because you've seen it for the last 11 to 12 years from Giannis.
In the Heat jersey. Need to see in the Heat jersey. That's what I need. All right. He gets introduced, by the way. That was announced. That'll be at 3. Is it 3 or 3:30? Let me double check that. I think it's 3:30. Where's my damn press release? Here we go. All right. So Thursday, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock sharp.
See how nice they are? The Heat love you, Tobin. They made sure to have this after your show.
I do appreciate that. Although I may be boots on the ground anyway because Bobby Portis is being at 12:30. So we'll figure it all out.
Wait, there's 2?
There's 2. Bobby Portis is getting picked. He's doing 12:30. Giannis is at 3.
Why do 2? Why don't they just both do it at the same time? Thank you, Leroy.
Yeah, because you don't want to do a no. You want to know why? If you have a Giannis and Bobby Portis press conference, how many questions is Bobby Portis getting?
Guess what? The same amount of questions he's gonna get if it was Bobby Portis individually.
He's gonna get 10. You give 10 minutes of Bobby Portis.
By the way, Vlad's giving himself a +1 because I said the reason why he was changing his number to 95. Because of the I-95.
You nailed it.
I nailed it.
You nailed it. Yeah, he tweeted out yesterday. Point for Bobby Portis says 95 South, 305 what's good, and culture with himself in the Heat jersey. So that'll be cool seeing him get introed. And then we are still on LeBron watch. We are still on LeBron. Do you think so LeBron is doing he's doing a live version of The Shop this week because I think it's Fanatics Fest?
Yes.
So do you think he decides by then or is he still dragging this along?
No, I think he's still dragging along. He was in New York for the Jay-Z concert. Celebrating Reasonable Doubt and the Blueprint and Extra Innings. So it was a weekend at Yankee Stadium with Jay-Z. So he was there. Draymond Green was there. Draymond on his podcast while he was talking about the Udonis Haslem, Tyler Herro, Bam Adebayo situation also said that he was playing golf with LeBron and he was talking to LeBron about free agency and where his next move should be. Yeah. And he was very coy, but he felt like he did a great job on selling LeBron on why to come to the Warriors.
Well, they're gonna have to trade Jimmy for Ant, right? Because they're not gonna get LeBron in with Jimmy. Like LeBron's not going to the Warriors with Jimmy Butler. Gonna need half the season to get back, right?
Maybe LeBron. I mean, does anybody know what LeBron Jimmy's relationship is?
I don't think it's bad.
Respect for each
I think
other.
they got respect for each other. I don't think there's a good nor bad relationship there.
Because I tell you
that I'm aware of.
Like
Bron is only going there for stuff.
He's going there for
Draymond and Steve Curry. Whatever. If LeBron says I don't want Jimmy Butler, guess what? Mike Dunleavy Jr. is gonna be doing.
Right.
He's gonna be getting rid of Jimmy Butler somehow, some way.
Right.
So
on Kalshi, Golden State shot past the Heat a little bit, 23%. Here at 21, Cleveland's still 42. And Cleveland's ultimately where I still think he is going to go.
But did you hear the rumor about James Harden and Phoenix?
I did not.
Yeah. There's a rumor that Phoenix is trying to bring James Harden out.
Why?
I don't know.
Who's their point guard?
They don't have a point guard. Their backcourt's Jalen Green and Devin Booker.
Wouldn't you rather just go like young? Like, why would you want James Harden on that team?
I don't know if they.
I don't understand that.
I don't know if they want to pay.
Jalen Green.
Yeah.
So you'd rather pay James Harden a gazillion dollars?
I mean, James is willing to take a little pay cut.
I don't know. But that's but you got to think LeBron, the window to get everybody is right before football season. So this isn't going to August. This isn't going to go to the last week of July. Last week of July, everybody's on to football. Right. So you got to think it's going to be within the next 2 weeks, right?
I think so. I think it's during the World Cup. I think is announced this Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
You think that he announces it during the World Cup or after the World Cup?
I think he'll be at the World Cup.
Where is it? Where's the World Cup?
New York,
LA?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Somebody may come up to him from Fox Sports and just ask him. But I think the announcement's going to happen this weekend or no later than Monday of next week.
What if he shows up Thursday to the Giannis press conference?
Well, then then you're taking all the spotlight away from Giannis.
Are you? Or
yes.
Giannis love that?
Then if that's the case, then man, you're telling me Bobby Portis and Giannis shouldn't do a press conference together, but you want Giannis and LeBron to do
what
one?
if it's like at the end of the Giannis press conference? Like, what if it's Giannis?
Then you'll be there till 7 p.m.
Any other questions? And it's like LeBron's in the back going, yeah, I got a question. Are you excited to team up? And then they go, wow,
it's NWO now? Yeah. It's NWO? He's the third member? Who's the third member?
It's like, oh my God, that's LeBron James' music.
Then, therefore, if you want that scenario to happen, Giannis and Bobby Portis should be doing a press conference together. And then out of nowhere, LeBron asked that question, and you'd be like, oh, there he is. He's the third member. Because if it's Giannis,
Bam the third member? Isn't it Bam Giannis? Like Bam comes up, Bam hands.
No,
Giannis.
but you're right. But remember, this is 3 new free agents. This is 3 new players. Got it, 3 new members from WWE going to WCW. Well, 2 new members.
Who was the first one to go over there?
It was Scott Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mr.
Hey, yo.
And then Nash came, and then, Bash at the Beach. By the way, we just celebrated the 30th anniversary of that.
Ah, it's true.
Oh, we're about to.
I saw some clips of that on online.
That would be dope though if they did that.
That would be cool.
If the NBA could come up with some, because NBA and WWE they work together, so you could get some like Heat WO, HWO, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Heat World Order shirts.
Weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. It is currently in Miami. 91 degrees, sunny, wind gusts up to 10 miles per hour. Clear day. It looks like ahead in South Florida. Feels like 95. Ooh.
Soccer.
Ooh. Yeah. Humidity down to 63%. Yowzers. All right, we'll take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Hey, we got a chance for you to win VIP tickets to Gulfstream's Taste of the Track, tacos and tequila with unlimited tastings on Saturday, July 25th. For your chance to win, enter at the WQAM contest page at WQAM.com. Gulfstream Park Summer Racing takes an exciting turn with live racing every Monday through August 31st. Be sure to catch all the soccer action this week at the Carousel Club. And check that on out, everybody. The Miami Heat, they'll be back in Summer League action tonight, 8 o'clock tonight, Heat and Cavaliers. And we'll see what Ryan Conwell has to bring to the table. He's looked very good so far in Summer League. Kid could shoot.
Yeah,
he looks good. He can do it all. I mean, he's very smooth. He's a smooth playmaker.
Just out of curiosity, knowing what this league needs, knowing what is like everybody's putting a premium on it. How did he go so low?
Why did he go so low? Four-year player, 4 different schools. I think was probably a big fold of it.
Yeah, but
you have to remember,
talent speaks for itself, though.
I can explain that. I'm going to give you my theory.
I got you.
So 4 years, 4 different schools. So 4-year players typically get knocked down. If you're a little bit older, that's always going to usually put you on the back end, unless you're like overwhelmingly, the talent is undeniable. Mind you, this was a draft that already had 4 slots that were filled. Then you had Michigan take up 3 spots because they basically had all their bigs go down. Then you had a ton of guard talent that basically souped up a lot of the first round as well. So I think that was a pretty big reason for why he fell to where he did. Because he didn't have like the best percentage year from 3, but he nailed the most threes and he took an exorbitant amount of them. Okay. Difficult shots, all that type of stuff. So I think a lot of that played into why he fell where he did, which is dangerous because, like, listen, if Adam Simon
really good,
if Adam Simon took you in the second round and this scouting department, just it's curtains for you. Sorry, got us right away. And this was the NBA's big mistake with their this is what you get for the Terry Rozier situation. Okay, all right, Would that be amazing that we complained about not getting the first rounder and the guy you got in the second round ends up being better than all those guys? It would be great. I mean, it still doesn't make it right. Like, they should make the Miami Heat whole and give the pick back. I mean, right. It's ridiculous. You're sitting here with, playing fiddlesticks with the Kawhi Leonard situation too. I mean, that's unbelievable. I think the meeting of the owners is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So maybe they'll get some resolution to that, but this Adam Silver, he just likes to punt on decisions all the time. He goes, "Can I make a new tournament? Can I make a European league? Can there be expansion?" Hey, Adam, we need you to rule on something. No. Not for me. Not for me. Have somebody else do that. You're the commissioner. You go, is it a tough decision? Yeah, it's a tough decision. That's what you have to do, Adam. Is it a unique circumstance? It is unique. In fact, one we haven't seen before. Not my bag. Hey, you know what? Let me ask you this. Could Kawhi Leonard play in a tournament against the Clippers? No, that makes no sense. What are you talking about, Commissioner? I just like tournaments. It's my solve for everything. You guys don't like the regular season? Yeah, how about a tournament? You guys don't like the playoffs? How about a play-in tournament? It's like, enough. We get it, dude. I'm going to have a European league. It's going to be all tournaments. All right, dude. I'm sorry. Did you want to be the commissioner of the NBA or the NCAA? Do you love March Madness that much? This guy seems obsessed with tournaments. Can't make any decisions. How about a Final Four of decisions, Adam? Let's pit expansion, Terry Rozier, aspiration, and the second apron all together. Tournament of actual big boy decisions.
What if you already made his decision, Terry Rozier? Hey, somebody's actually connecting.
Oh, hello. No, she's not here yet. There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
Does she work on Mondays?
I do. This is the first Monday. What are you talking about?
You ain't work.
I did work on Monday.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer.
How are you, Jennifer?
Hello, Jennifer.
Well, thank you. Miss me?
You,
I know. I get it.
I get it. Did you watch Love Island last night?
I have not caught up whatsoever because
Don't waste your time.
Oh no.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, like, I can see my wife watching in the other room.
Yep.
And I see all the.
Don't spoil it because I'm gonna be really.
I don't.
upset.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just.
No, I'm talking to
asking about it.
Tobin.
And I
mean, it's the finale.
I see them all cuddling up to somebody, and then when everything gets settled down, they go couple swap or partner swap, or we gonna
recouple.
Recouple. There it is. What does that mean?
Recoupling is when they basically, usually what happens is you'll have bombshells come in. So like, let's say you have 6 couples. All right. So you got 6 and 6. Then you bring in an odd person and they're like, hey, recoupling, the bombshell gets to pick first and they can couple with whoever they want. And
so
then
the bombshell may pick.
That's like a game of musical chairs. It kind of leaves somebody on the outside that's vulnerable. And that could either, if that couple is strong, then maybe they last. If they don't, then it's curtains.
I'm just like,
what are you watching? Because there was no recoupling. It's been like that for a while.
She could be like you. She could be catching up.
Again, I have no idea where she is in the season.
Yeah, she could be way back in the season.
Like, it's just like it's a stupid concept.
It's not a stupid concept. What's stupid is it's that they should do more of that in the final week. They should throw more obstacles because the entire last week of Love Island is a waste of everybody's time because everybody's so happy. Like it's just so stupid. Like last night was ridiculous. Like you go in there and it's the same thing every year, Jennifer. I'm not spoiling it. Like stupid dates, video messages. You have family day.
Hate watching
it's a waste of time. I need drama. At least last year, Huda got left in some water. That was funny.
That was amazing. I loved every second of that part. Mm-hmm.
But that made up. But this season was garbage. Honestly, worst season of Love Island maybe of all time. Really, really bad.
Are you happy with who won?
Not really. I didn't like any of the final 4. I didn't like any of them. I didn't like Melanie and Sincere.
Wait! You're already spoiling. I haven't seen anything since Friday.
You know who the couples are. I'm not spoiling anything. I don't like any of them. I didn't like any of them. I didn't like Anaya and the guy who says 3 words. I didn't like Bryce and Trinity. Because here's the thing. Bryce and Trinity were cute. And then, like, you didn't hear from Trinity for, like, 4 weeks. I'm like, where is she? You never hear from her. She's never on television. And they just kept getting to go. Like, they almost had, like, Argentina. Like, the fix was in. They don't have to face any real adversity. They just got to buy all the way to the finals.
Steve, you ever had gout?
No.
Okay.
Why?
This is a Kevin Hart joke. You ever be in a group chat and people just having different type of topics going on?
Yeah.
You and I had no interest in this Love Island, so that's why I just asked you if you had any doubt because you had. You and I were just both mute, just wandering around. So I was
because like, here's how my interaction with Love Island goes. I'll walk by, say hi to Mel. Ask her, will we eat or whatever? She'll be watching Love Island. And then say I get the food and I bring it back and I'll bring her food or whatever. And I'll go, hey, wasn't he with the other girl when I left?
Well, it's not Commitment Island. It's supposed to be, kind of shuffle.
Then why is everybody so emotional?
That's the beauty of the television show. But then you get to a point where it's like, then there's no drama. Like there was 0 drama the rest of the week. Waste of time. I'll tell you what's not a waste of time. Going on Kalshi. Baseball season is in full swing. We are at the All-Star break. And on Kalshi, you can trade every game. You can bet futures and even the All-Star events. So you can trade tonight's home run contest. I'm going with Munetaka Murakami trading at 16% tonight. $100 trade. Pays out at $590 for the late entry into the home run contest. But let's talk about our favorite team down here. Miami stumbled into the All-Star break, but if you think they can still win the division, that's trading at 7%. So $100 trade pays out at over $1,300. And Miami to make the playoffs is trading at 41%. So a $100 trade pays out at $234. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house and the probabilities change, so you can buy in and out of your position. And for a limited time, you download the Kalshi app. Use my code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Got Home Run Derby tonight as the All-Star break here is upon us. We got World Cup action. A busier, though, All-Star break with the World Cup. That does help a little bit. You know, normally this is completely Deadsville when it comes to sports, but you got World Cup.
We got a good Tuesday. All right, Monday you got Home Run Derby.
Yep.
Tuesday you got the All-Star game and France versus Spain.
Huh.
This is gonna be great.
France is winning this thing. This is where this is all
They're
headed.
the favorites. I mean, you got the top 4 teams in soccer.
England's further than they usually get, right?
Yes, they got a good team. They're usually expected to get far, and usually they get knocked out.
Did you guys see
They
the?
usually get knocked out around the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see the memes of Posh Spice during the England game?
No. Why?
She's
No,
just
but I
very
heard about it.
Unamused.
So, like, you know, England scores and like everybody in the booth is just like fired up, and then they just go to Posh, and she's just like
Listen,
very unimpressed.
I got
She's
something to say.
very posh.
She's Posh.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put I'm gonna summon a little Leroy here.
Oh Lord.
I love the fits that all Europeans wear.
Hmm?
But when you're in 95-degree weather,
Yep.
in South Florida, you can wear shorts. You don't have to be so stuffed up in a suit. Looking at David Beckham sweat his face off during that, and he was in a suite,
Dude.
and he was sweating like there was no tomorrow.
Is
Please.
he ever not in that suit anymore?
I just don't get
He's
it.
always in that
And
suit.
even the Norwegians, they were nice, but there's only so much. You can't wear a long sleeve shirt.
You know what the craziest thing is? We tried to make a Miami Hurricanes head coach for years, coaching in a shirt and tie.
Oh my
And
God.
it was like the dumbest thing of all time because you know that he was dying with that tie on.
Oh
He
yeah,
should've
he had a little. He
Al
had
Golden?
Al Golden.
Al Golden. Yep.
You
Don't
know
wear
that
a
he was.
tie.
You know that he was dying in that
They
tie.
were dying. Tobin, I don't know if you saw it. These people look like like they needed a pond just to drink because there was no way. They were just sweating it. They were just sweating and sweating. I'm like, look, I know it's you guys are very exquisite. Elegant. You want to wear the proper attire, but you're in South Florida in the summer. You could wear some shorts. You could wear a shirt. You don't have to live so uncomfortably. No.
He always wears that though. He wears that at the games too.
But it's not only him. It was just everyone that was
Just
at
the
the
Euros
stadium.
was wearing,
Just
huh?
all the Euros, Norwegians,
Yeah, because even
English.
Stevens are also go like sleeves up with the because he's never just dressing casual to a Dolphins game.
Nothing makes you hot than seeing somebody else look so like hot. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, when you you are so right on that. If you look at one of your friends and y'all out and about, and they just look like they're so hot and sweating, you start feeling hot.
Let's get to the mixed bag here, huh? The mixed bag here on a Monday, and we'll continue on with some World Cup dates. Houses they refuse to get AC over there. They got the canopy. But the World Cup has been fun, and Holland goes home, but he went to party at 11 that night. Of course, that's where he's got to go. All right, so first off, we have Jović, dude. So Nikola Jović, somebody caught him outside the arena or right outside the stadium. This is from Franco Panizzo, and he is a independent reporter, covers Inter Miami. He said he got a video of Jović entering the World Cup game.
Giannis.
Huh?
How excited about you? What's coming up for the man?
Yeah, I'm
Big
really,
announcement on Thursday.
really excited, man. Happy to play with my Greek Greek brothers. So I hope it's gonna look good, and I hope you look good as a team.
All right, amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Have a good one, guys.
Why does his nose look like a diving board?
That's a big nose, dude. I don't know what to tell
Jesus
you.
I
Christ,
think
man.
that's gonna go ahead and go straight
He
straight
kind of
there.
looks like Gonzo.
Does he? Boy, don't let him and Conor McGregor have a night out.
Oh my goodness, he'll go broke.
Shovels. Those guys got
Well, at least that
shovels for
new
nostrils.
contract kicks in.
Can we not say Dade South that nose is nosing?
It's nosing,
Dude,
man.
what do you mean it's nosing?
Bro, there's noses. Even your phone is calling to say how that nose is nosing.
If it wasn't
son-
for you pointing it out, I wouldn't have noticed.
My son is getting cocky because he's like, he thinks that he can always call me on the breaks now. And now I'm like, hey, man, you've called me twice now on the air. He's gotten a little too, feeling a little too froggy about being able to always pick the times. He's like, I always pick the right times to call you when you're off the air.
Yo, Shweethan said, you know how many offsides penalty his nose would get?
I don't like that.
It's brutal.
Well, I'm happy for Jović. He's happy that he is not traded yet or hasn't been traded. Meanwhile, this is from a podcast, No Fouls Given. We talked about this story last week. This was the Spurs announcer who got fired because his Instagram got hacked by his girlfriend, and she said that he was hooking up with one of the players' sisters, and that got him fired. Danny Green used to play for the Spurs, of course, never missed a 3 against the Heat in the 2014 finals. Honestly, not in the 2020 finals either. What's your problem with the Heat, Danny Green? Anyway, Danny Green was on his podcast, No Fouls Given, and he stuck up for the horny announcer.
First and foremost, I want to say I love everything the Spurs do and how they operate as an organization. They run a tight ship. They don't deal with no BS, and they don't like drama, so I understand certain issues. They're going to be like, no, we can't allow this. To me, this was not one of those issues. And I know Jacob Toby, he said he got my first opportunity to call a game with him. He's actually done some live podcasts with me. Wow. He showed up, he showed love. He's always been a really good dude in that sense. This is not a domestic violence case. This is right. And again, this is, I don't know if they did an investigation or not. A lot of
it's all alleged.
You saw some pictures. We don't know what the timetable of it was, if he was with this girl or not, or if he was even dating his girl at the time while he was with this girl. His girl could have made it up. And she hacked his, social media, and she wanted to ruin his life, and you allowed that to happen. He's a really good dude, great person. I thought this was a foul. I was not happy about it, really disappointed in this decision. And I hope he lands on his feet because he was great for them. His play-by-play, like his energy, how he talked the game, called the game, even during the playoffs final, like he was around for a while and he had some really great calls. And he's a young kid, man. People make mistakes, but again, this was something that was not breaking the law. He didn't beat anybody up. He wasn't loitering or DUI or anything crazy. He has a relationship. This is behind closed doors. His personal life should leave that person. But he had he couldn't control how it came out. This woman did. And now you kind of gave her power by allowing this fallout to happen.
Wait, first of all, why is Paul Pierce and that other host wearing Knicks jerseys, Knicks shirts?
Don't know.
So
I don't have any context for that.
I don't get it. You're talking about Danny Green, who his team just lost to the Knicks. That was crazy.
I think there's a couple of points here. One, he wasn't even cheating on his wife. He wasn't married, right? And that is an important aspect of this, right? So now we digging into people's relationships. My only guess with this is that the player went to the organization.
Has to be. That's the only thing that on
because this is regular life.
Not fraternizing with players or their families, like that has to be the only ground that they stand on. Because as immoral as it may be, especially he's not posting this stuff. His phone got stolen.
But why isn't
this dumbass never gave her the password.
That's why I don't do face scan, dude.
But my question to you is that
poo.
When two people are in a relationship and it's consensual, then we making it sound like he was overly aggressive towards the player's, sister or whatever. She had something to say about it too. She was in.
Well, it must have been that the player must have felt like his sister was embarrassed. Like, I guess that must be the thing.
Once its story broke out?
If you're going to fire the guy, it has to be because one of your players, if they're pissed about, hey, this guy got my sister dragged into some drama.
I mean, that could be it, but it also could be maybe the Spurs don't want this nasty PR, and this is
that's the other thing. Yes,
and this is a.
Well, that's what he started off saying. He started
Right.
off saying that he didn't like he did some dirt on the girlfriend, but other than that, he really didn't do nothing that was against the law. And
Right.
then, you know
Unless
what I mean?
there is,
But if you're an expendable piece, which is unfortunately what this is not a guy who's, been the voice of the Spurs for 30 years.
no, he just got the job.
He just got the job. You basically could get a just don't embarrass us clause. Like, hell, any of us have that basically here. Like, if we tweeted out some jacassery, is that a word? That they could just be knocking on a door and just be like,
instead of jackassery.
yeah, jacassery.
Put an accent to it.
Yeah. Then Glenn be like, you can't tweet that and you're fired. I just think so. I guess I don't know. Colin Cowherd told him to lawyer up. I thought that was funny.
Who
Cowherd.
he could, because he might have. I mean, unless in his contract it says no fraternizing with
Fraternizing, the fraternizing clause. You got to be careful about the fraternizing
that's the
clause.
one.
But
because
that normally, and let's be clear, that's normally with other company employees, right?
yeah, that usually
Okay.
happens. Like
Okay.
don't mess in, right, or anybody. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not the Knicks nor the Heat. So why do I care?
Finally, if you guys want to talk about the all intangible special, I know you guys are going to enjoy this. You guys familiar with Bison?
Oh my god.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
Leroy, this is all for you, baby.
Hey,
this is all you.
Hold on, I
Let's
saw
go,
it.
Leroy.
Let me tell
Let's
you
go,
something.
Leroy.
Hey,
Let
let me
us
do
go.
it. Let me do
This
it.
is our Love Island.
This
This is our Love Island segment.
Hey,
This is our Love
Hey,
Island
son.
segment.
let's go take a look at the big ass Bison. Look how he rolling around. He look like he having some fun. Look.
Oh, let's just stop.
Let's stop.
Let's
Let's
just stop
stop.
and wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Papa, look at that. Look at that
at
big
the
bison,
big
Papa.
Bison. She's a
Papa.
beaut. Look
She's-
at that
oh.
in your Eagles jersey.
Oh,
That's a Dolphins
look.
jersey.
is that a
No,
that
it's
a
not
Ryan
a Dolphins
Fitzpatrick jersey?
Wait.
I don't know if that's
Look,
Fitzpatrick or
so-
Quinn Ewers.
My question is this. First of all, I'm gonna tell you the difference between tangibles and intangibles.
First
we
of
may
all,
be
once
standing
that
right,
Bison
we might
is
be
doing
standing
that,
right there too. Soon
once
as he
did
get
that,
up, we out.
no,
We
that
out.
was an ang. Yo, listen, let me tell you. Pause this. Pause that 5 seconds. Pause that.
Stop the tape.
Stop saying.
Stop the tape.
Soon as he look, we out.
No,
Right
Leroy,
here.
Tobin.
Before that,
That Bison was
Wait,
getting up
wait.
like how we get up in the morning when
Here.
we don't want to get up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get yourself up in the morning. You're angry when you
Hey.
get up in the morning like that.
soon as
He
I
got up
seen
angry.
Hey, let me explain something to you. Soon as I seen that big ass animal kick up dust, and I'm realizing how big he is, that he could cause a plume of dirt.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, whoever with me, even if I'm with an intangible. Come on,
Don't know why that
intangible.
truck was
Let's
there.
go. Look.
Truck, so how
And the
that truck
truck-
got moving?
Yeah.
The
Bison-
Bison did the right thing.
Now wait.
Yes.
Now, here is where intangibles get in trouble. Look, you know your ass can't run.
Why
You
you
gotta
going
get an early
around?
and smart.
Why you
know you
going
can't run.
around?
Look,
And why didn't he keep running? I mean, I
You
guess
guys-
it's,
Because get to the
daughter
car.
or-
There's a
Can I
car
just tell
right
you,
there.
Jennifer?
Get to the car.
Is it their
Jennifer, you want me
car?
to tell you why?
I don't care if it's their car, my car,
Because
anyone's
it
car.
look
I'm
like-
getting to a car.
Here he goes.
Woo!
Jennifer,
That boy
you want me
hasn't
to tell
jumped
you
that
why?
high in 50
But you
years.
know,
That
wait,
dude
hold
got-
on.
It looks
Where's-
bad.
Where's the child? Where's
That's
the
what I'm
child?
saying. It looks bad if he would the whole ass and leave the kid.
No,
No, I
bet
get
you know,
that.
the
But
child is, you know where that dog is?
No, he would be all over
get-
Twitter right now.
I got in the car. That white car saved the kid.
Oh, the kid got in the white car?
There's a
And
white
they like,
car.
Papa,
Man,
get in the
that guy
car.
That
Now,
guy got sent.
think
flying.
about this. Vlad, we know better.
wait,
That's
but I
about
think there was an article that said they were both in critical conditions.
that's about 50 yards. Yeah,
Oh.
because he probably got the kid in the trees.
Oh, he did? Oh, well.
Yeah. So
In the
here's the deal.
trees.
That big ass
Damn, Uncle
animal
Jesse went flying.
was about 50 yards away. Right?
They had so much time to
That
wait.
was a good
Right.
old
They had
Bison.
so much time. But guess what?
He didn't mean no harm.
That's the problem with tangibles. They want to always get a better look. Tangibles
Intangibles.
do not.
intangibles.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, soon as he rolled it a few times, we digging our foot in for some good grip. Soon as he look over and stand up, we out.
He should be the new Oshkosh overalls logo.
But I'm
Yep.
like, wait, when I saw the way he was running,
Who the,
I'm
the
like,
bison? The
yo,
bison or the
chance.
old
The
man?
old man.
No chance.
I'm like, he had to know he needed a head start.
Fam, the minute the bison started getting up, you have to see he's getting up
Right.
angry. Like this is like he's just lying down. He just saw something that he didn't like. Guess what? He's getting up angry. He's gonna charge you. You're 870. You're not that you fast. You're done.
Hey,
And then you're trying to
So,
go around the tree.
hey,
Come
Tobin.
on, man.
Mhm.
Tobin.
Yep.
Let me just ask you, as a tangible who loves the critters and the
Intangible.
animals and stuff. Intangible. At what point do you realize
Mm-hmm.
in that situation that maybe you and little Tommy ought to get the hell up out of there? Because they look like all the other intangibles want to get a better look.
Yeah, this is no controller. You can't hit X and get some speed.
I feel like
Especially him. He looked like, you know what he looked like?
Guys.
He looked like he run like a guy that should be wearing overalls.
You can't hit X and get the turbo.
I definitely
boost.
think in that situation, my first thing is I'm trying to get Tommy out of there.
Yeah, but
in-
at
in
what
some
point? I'm saying,
situations.
at
But
what point do you realize maybe we ought to get out
I
of
feel
here?
like I'm comfortable. Like if I have like 20 yards, I think that's
What?
good for me.
No,
What do you think you are? You saying
Tyreek
Bolt?
Hill all of a sudden.
I think that's enough time.
No, it's not. Did you
Zigzag
see
out
the
of
way
the
that
way.
bull got over there?
He's much faster than I thought. I gotta be honest with you.
Because he's an animal. He's an animal. He got 4 legs. When the last time you used your 2 legs at full speed?
I feel like I would calm him down. I'd be like, whoa.
You see,
That's what
stupidity
that
of
guy
these
said.
animals.
That's what that guy thought. That guy
See, I'm sorry,
tossed 8.
but that's you think you can talk to an animal?
Yeah,
Hey,
gotta soothe them.
wait. You are doing all the other things that we try to talk intangibles out of.
You gotta just say easy,
Right?
big fella. Easy.
Easy, big fella.
Easy.
I ain't got to say nothing to him. You know why? I'm gonna be way over yonder.
I
I'ma
would
be
not even
over
have
there.
to talk to them.
We'll
We'll
take
that says that the grandson is fine, but
I saw that the grandfather's was in critical condition.
Yeah.
But the
well,
old-
it's like he has multiple broken bones, but then
Look,
he
I
laughed
hope-
it off.
yeah, the old-
I literally hope he's okay
No, so do I, of course.
before I call him a dumbass. Right? Like, y'all, it's
just because
always
he's
listen, it's always intangibles getting caught up in these situations, right? Remember the video we showed with the guy seeing the alligator on the side of the road and he wanted to get out and play with it,
yeah.
and then he got chewed up? What you think's gonna happen? That gator man, he on the road.
man.
Look at that. Dude, that's
rough.
cartoon. He didn't get hit as high as they would in a cartoon.
He
We'll
went 8 feet.
We'll
Oh
take a
my
break.
goodness.
Get you caught up with your headlines. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Take you guys up until 2, final hour of the show. Leroy, can we get another weather update, please? It is brought to you as always by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
It is partly cloudy, more sun than clouds, much more sun than clouds. Winds are still coming out of the east at about, I'd say 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting a little bit higher periodically. And it's about 90 degrees.
Soupy. Hot.
Soupy.
Hot. Put it all right on no coming up later on. But let's get to our headlines. Those are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The Heat, they have a Summer League matchup tonight at 8 o'clock. It'll be Heat and Cavaliers. We'll see. I get to see Ryan Conwell back in action and see if the Miami Heat can bounce back from a loss on Saturday to the Orlando Magic. But Conwell has looked very impressive so far and had a really good showing in the opener in Vegas. Trey Donaldson looked good. We got that giant intangible. Ian Shiflin had a good game. The first game, he looked a little clunky the second game go around, but you can't miss him. He's got the giant arm sleeve tattoo. He looks like Sons of Anarchy out on the court, so give him a little looky-loo tonight. In the World Cup, Spain beat Belgium 2-1. England beat Norway 2-1, and Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1. So our World Cup schedule this week, France against Spain at 3 o'clock tomorrow from Jerry's World, and Argentina against England Wednesday at 3 o'clock in Atlanta. The last game that we have down here is the third place game this weekend. But it has been fun. It's been fun. The festivities of the World Cup have been enjoyable. It's been a fun month. Jeff Hafley, he threw out the first pitch at the Marlins game.
Heard nobody knew who he was.
Well, you know what? The only task there, Vlad, is to not end up like Malik Willis. Just don't do what Malik Willis did when he threw a first pitch, which he did not. He threw a completely normal first pitch from the mound. So I'm all good with it. Good for Jeff Hafley. Nobody needs to know who he is right now. They'll know him when they start winning games. Then they'll know him.
Or when football season comes around, they'll know.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how this year goes. I'm looking forward to it either way. It is new. I mean, I don't know if it's going to go well. Maybe I'll be bored of it by the month.
I mean, let's be clear. The last 2 years down here, this is what everybody wanted. Right? So you got it. You wanted them to start over, rip the Band-Aid off, dump some of those contracts, and start anew with a new GM, a new coach, a new quarterback, cut some of the fat. This is what everybody wanted. So I'll be highly disappointed if during the season people start saying same old Dolphins, right? You knew this was what it was going to look like before the season started. Everybody knew that the next year or two.
Yeah, that's why I don't think anybody's that angry about it.
Okay, I think you'd be amazed at how fans are.
Well, I think look, hold on. There is an element to this team. Now, they don't have weapons, but if Malik Willis looks like a total bust.
But he could look like that way because there's no weapons.
Or he could stink, Leroy. Or he could just stink. He could just stink.
You'll know the difference. Like, you know the difference in a quarterback who's not good versus a quarterback who doesn't have any weapons. You can tell, or at least I can, right? Like the quarterback who's making the good reads, who's getting the place in the people in the right places, and nobody's open. There's that portion of it, or as a player that gets back there and starts panicking and running around.
Yeah, I think though that we know that this regime believes in him and they put an investment into him, not like crippling investment, but they put a good amount of change for a guy who didn't have a lot of starts under his belt.
Right.
And if that's a misread, then we're like, all right, not exactly off to the right foot for this regime that I think people are excited because certainly people did not want Chris Greer anymore. I mean, he had worn out the welcome by a long shot.
Right. So my question is sometimes in certain situations, and I say this about like top 5 picks, like the Chargers didn't end up with Herbert because that's who they always wanted. They ended up with him because the Dolphins took Tua.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I think about this past offseason, you knew you were going to get rid of Tua. So what other options were out there other than somebody you're familiar with that you don't have to pay 50, 60 million to? So I do believe that played a large role in it. Of all the options out there, I think for this situation, that was the best option. It may work, it may not. But they didn't, they sure as hell didn't jeopardize their future by bringing in Malik Willis.
I mean, if you were going to go with other options, you could have looked at somebody like Kyler Murray. I mean, like if you were going to do like a retread on somebody and him on the cheap skis, like he's more credentialed than Malik Willis is. If you really want to, if we're really talking about winning and not screwing the pooch and having a terrible record, and you were talking about quarterbacks moving around,
right?
That would have probably been the other option. But I'm more intrigued by them trying the Willis thing out than I would have been by Kyler Murray. But that's probably the first one that comes to mind.
All right. I'm not, listen, I don't know that he's not talented in Kyler Murray. I just know he's not my cup of tea.
Because he's short.
I mean,
very short. Incredibly short.
He's short, too short. Right? When you say a quarterback is short, he's short to that short.
Kyler Murray. We were saying if they didn't go Malik Willis, like what would have been the other option? And I think the only one that's for reals was Murray, right? Like that changed teams this year.
What was
Geno Smith? I think they could have gotten Geno
you
Smith.
could have gotten the hometown kid.
They could have gotten Geno.
The Miramar discount.
I don't think.
But I'm just saying,
you could have got Kirk
Malik Willis is considered a shorter quarterback. Kyler Murray is short to his short.
I want to know who he paid off to say that he was 5'11" at the combine.
What do you mean, 5'9"?
The hair.
Like, did he go tippy toes? Tippy toes?
They don't let you go tippy toes, dude.
No, but if could you pay off a measurer? Could you grease the palm a little bit?
Maybe it's the hair.
Maybe.
They make you damn near put your toes up.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh no. It's or like in basketball, when you do the jump, you get a step, right? So you can step and then jump. In football, it's 2 feet, no steps. So that's why a lot of the verticals get a little skewed there.
Yeah, like I'm trying to see like what other options people would have been into besides Malik Willis. Like, would you
right? But that's what I'm saying. Based on what was out there, right? You got that would be at $30 million. Is that considered affordable?
Yeah,
where it's not going to cost you for like everybody else.
Like, what else would they have done with that money? You know, like who else would they have gone out of that would have been a super investment? They paid Achan, they paid Brewer.
No, but I'm saying the only other place you would have spent that money is our quarterback.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think like what else would they have done with that dough that they used?
And Tyler Herro, you would have got. I mean, Kyler Murray, you would have got cheaper.
You would have gotten him cheaper.
He's getting a boatload of money from
the Cardinals.
Correct. So like, there's that. So if you really wanted to go BOGO, you could have did that, and then stacked the two Kyler Murrays on top of each other, and then you got a regular sized quarterback.
Yeah, I think that for what they have, I hope that it works out. I definitely think though it's added the most intrigue to the season because, like, look on the bright side, like maybe the retread, not even retread, but like the more developed, not old quarterback, but like a guy with experience under his belt. That's kind of become the thing in the NFL now, more so than you draft a guy, you give him the money right away. Like look at what Houston's going through with CJ Stroud. Like, are they going to give CJ Stroud a boatload of dough?
Right. One of the same situations, right?
Oh, he's definitely he's right now Tua.
Yeah. Like
he's gotten to the playoff 3 years in a row.
And he did it sooner.
And he's won He's probably won a lot of playoff games. He's advanced.
Well, they won twice.
They won 3 times. They've been to the division round. They've been to the second round. Right, that's the division, right? Yes, they've been to the division 3 years in a row. So by what the market states, that famous quote,
the market is the market.
The market's a market, and the market would say CJ deserves his back. But I can understand if Houston doesn't want to give it to him.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to a little all right. Oh, no. That's right, Zeus.
That's Luna.
Oh, yeah, I should know. She always barks at me.
She barks at everybody.
Not like me, dude.
She barks at me with a hat on.
She barks at me like while I'm trying to watch the game. She like peeks over. She petty barks me.
Like she'll just look over the couch and just start barking.
Yeah.
But she won't move. Like you think that dog is in attack mode. She is
She's
not.
not doing nothing.
She's not doing nothing.
Not doing nothing. So this weekend, crazy weekend in Las Vegas, as we had Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro in a dust-up. Bam Adebayo reportedly putting hands on Tyler Herro over leaked DMs. Then we had UFC 329, where Conor McGregor, I don't even know what you want to call that. Nah, I mean, that was a disaster of the highest order. Max Holloway, by the way, I got to say, Max Holloway, love you, dude. Love you. You can't tell a crowd full of people after that just happened that we can run it back. Like, you just can't.
If that's an easy payday for him, yeah.
It is an easy payday, Vlad. You got to keep it to yourself. You know, sometimes if you know you got away with highway robbery, you don't got to go back to the scene of the crime and let everybody know, hey, I just robbed you.
Who wouldn't sign up for that?
I didn't rob them.
Who wouldn't
I was ready to fight.
Who wouldn't sign up for that? Like, you know, by the time that fight happens and you get your partial check, right, for signing the deal, there's a 50-50 chance he going to even show up.
Listen, he probably shouldn't have shown up. He shouldn't show up anymore. That's pretty clear after on Saturday.
I mean, we're
There's
just
nothing
coming
left
to that conclusion, like you've said the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time that, hey, people don't come back from this.
No, they don't. They don't come back from it. It is the worst injury to come back from.
And I certainly wouldn't lead with a kick.
Yeah, I mean, he had to have some false sense of bravado that he was going to hold up. I mean, I don't know how they trained. I mean, he looked like he was whipping it in the back. Didn't have that same McGregor speed that he used to for sure. He looks lumbering, but you know, he just can't hold up in the sport anymore. His legs aren't built for it. It's over. You got a rod in one, you got busted limb in a busted ligament in the other. So we'll see. Patty the Batty, though. I mean, he had himself a weekend. He got that Justin Gaethje fight off of him. He might fight Max Holloway next. That'd be fun. I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun fight. Crowd went crazy for him. Everybody nobody, but the funny thing is, not even the fighters, nobody felt bad for Conor. Even like Max Holloway went up to him. Did you see that, Vlad, where he goes, why did you come back?
Like, really?
Like,
why?
It's a completely honest thought, but I just can't believe that he said it right to McGregor's face when McGregor looked like he wanted to be anywhere else. When he tells him,
that's what happens when you run your mouth. People feel obligated to say stuff like that to you. You got to take the good with the bad.
What was his response, though?
He didn't say anything.
He was still fighting. Like,
ow, ow.
You talking about when he was on the ground?
No,
right?
I'm talking about after the fight.
Oh yeah.
After the fight, he went up to him.
He said to his face.
He said it right to his face, and he went up to him and he goes, why did you come back? And McGregor just like walked off. He was sad.
They probably thinking that after you made all that money with Floyd on that fight and you broke your leg and you have your liquor company, like they're thinking that you're making money. And maybe he is, maybe he isn't, maybe he just still wanted to fight. I don't know, but yeah, that was bad all the way around.
Yesterday, Bam Adebayo was no surprise at the Aces game, along with his new trainer, Mike Tyson.
Is Bam from Atlanta?
No, he's from North Carolina.
Not the new trainer.
I mean, the way he's talking, like the way they looked, he does look like trainer and fighter.
That's so funny. What do you think he told him?
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Did he talk?
Oh, here's a question.
Did you jab him?
Did he talk to Tyson before or after he dealt with Tyler?
Oh, it was after. This was last night.
Okay.
This was at last night's game. That was from Mark Spears from ESPN, who was covering the game.
Okay.
No, this was last night. There's a lot of people in Vegas right now, obviously, but they're all there from the UFC the night beforehand. And I think they're playing the Fever last night.
Yeah, it was on NBC last night. Fever smacked that out.
And Sophie Cunningham, Dana White was there too, because Sophie Cunningham did the she was the ring girl. She did a celebrity ring walk, and then so Dana White was courtside for the game last night too. But I mean, that's incredible. You see have you seen the great Photoshop? I don't know who did this originally, so I apologize for not giving credit, but man, it made me laugh. There's a Photoshop of the old Ali standing over Sonny Liston, but now it's on a bio with Tyler Herro on the canvas.
That's so good.
We do know that
I shook up the world.
You do know that there's going to be 2 Miami-Milwaukee games on national TV next season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Giannis going back and Tyler going back to Miami.
How much you want to bet that Bam at some point is going to get in front of Tyler?
Oh, there's going to be a pick and roll where Tyler's going to be guarded by Bam and the crowd's going to go crazy. And if Bam gets a block, the crowd goes crazy. If Tyler hits a 3 over Bam, he's going to talk trash.
How about Udonis Haslem's analysis to Draymond Green, where he said that anyone who knows Bam knows he's as strong as a baby bear. If he would have unloaded on Tyler 100%, it's over.
That's the part.
Agreed.
That's the part right there. Like, everybody talking about Bam putting his hands on him, and UD say he ain't put his hands on him.
No, because they probably battled.
Yeah.
He would have had a lot more than a black eye.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm still thinking he put some makeup on. Yeah.
Wait, is there like an actual photo released? I didn't see.
You got to go look at the screenshots of his interview with Chris Haynes.
Okay, but I saw some that it was covered up. Is that are those real? Okay.
I think so. It looked like somebody said like it looked like he had a mark on it. He didn't look like he had like a full on black eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it probably was. I think Bam. Based on evaluation, it sounds like Bam probably like Tyler did something slick. Bam shoved him. People got in between, and Bam probably had that giant 6'9" sized arm that maybe snuck one in on the way out. That's probably what happened.
Dude, we all have those friends. I know when I played football, there were just certain guys you didn't play with because they were heavy-handed. Like their love taps felt like bone breakers. And that's basically what UD is saying about Bam.
Yeah.
Right? And we used to get an old Limp Biscuit, right? So what's up? The little hand slap.
Look, there's a reason the guy has been an undersized center his entire life, but can tussle with Joker and Embiid and guys who are 5 inches and gives up weight to. Like he is a moose. Like he's put together.
He built like that
Gets
bison.
slapped in the morning.
Like the
I had to wake you
like
up.
that. He built. Wait, you want to impress me? Put a Bam jersey on that bison and put a Bucks jersey on that.
That's why. By the way, Schmeathan said that. Schmeathan said that Bison looked at that man like Bam looked at Tyler.
I mean,
how old? What time in the morning was this? Because if it was
the Bison?
No, not Bison. I knew what. No, I'm talking about Tyler.
Look at this. Wait. I bet you he got up and yelled at the people at the car. Why you ain't do nothing?
Why didn't you help me?
Or the people on the camera.
Hey, by the way, the Russian
I think he chased. Oh no! Look at this.
The Russian judge gave him a.
That's like a 5'7". That's a 5'7" 40. You ain't running with no wildlife, bro.
Yeah, you giving him too much.
Look, Tobin. That's about how you would run away. You think you need 20 yards? Is that it?
Oh, speaking of funny memes.
Mm-hmm.
So one that you showed up with Bam and Tyler.
Yeah,
they had one with Conor McGregor.
I think I saw that.
It's Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding, and they superimposed Conor's picture on both of them. One as Nancy and one as Tanya. You know that famous picture where Nancy's by the box, and then what's her name? Tanya's like skating right behind her. Crazy. And they had Conor McGregor's face on it. So yeah,
we'll take a break. We will play a little All Right. Oh no, to close things out after this. Ah! All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to get to a little all right. Oh, no. To close things out here on a Monday. My all right goes to Ryan Conwell. Something about him. Been impressing me in Summer League so far. Something about him. He's got that natural shot with the left hand. I think the Heat did it again. I think they did it again, dude. I can't wait to watch him tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm going to be watching that. I'm going to be watching the Home Run Derby. Just threw a little trade on Murakami on Kalshi. Hopefully that pays off for me.
All right.
I'm using some of that Patty Pimblett rollover. Shout out to Patty the Batty.
Shout out.
My oh no. This goes to Draymond Green. He's terrible at takes, dude. He's just terrible at takes.
Oh,
you know, it's not even just that. I don't have a problem with you commenting on things because, you know, everybody thinks he's going to have this grand media career after it's all said and done because he's such a lightning rod. But, man, he really got, you know, for such a tough guy, he really got in his feelings about Udonis Haslem giving completely reasonable criticism. Udonis Haslem did not call him a bum. Well, now he did. But before this, he didn't call him a bum. He didn't say you need to be out of the league. He just said you were out of pocket, which you were. Punching a guy across the room out of your weight class. And then that's like your ninth infraction. That's not even
know. Why does Draymond forget all the stuff he did before he criticizes other players?
I don't know. I don't understand whenever he does this. He acts like it's the first time he's done something when, like, this is legitimate the first time we've ever heard of an infraction with Bam. And Draymond Green's like, this is a Tuesday for him. He goes, why do you guys keep talking about my Tuesdays? Anyway, what do you got, Leroy?
So my all right, you know who my all right is going to Big Spoon.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I lucked out here. She is the nicest person. Everybody who's met her says she is so nice. So nice.
She is very nice.
She is.
She's a delight.
And I'm a little rough around the edges.
Well, you're Leroy.
Yeah, I am who I am. But so I lucked out here. My oh no, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Don't confuse or misconstrue silence for soft, right? So you think you could just say anything about anybody? Don't think that you never gonna have to be dealt with. And I just think people look at Bam, you know, and he's always soft-spoken. He always says the right things. He always tells people I got their back and all so forth and so on. That don't mean you can go on full attack on him because he ain't got nothing to do with why you're in Milwaukee right now. Nothing. And you got to be dealt with. So don't be mad. Don't be upset. Your first words to Bam should have been, I misspoke. I overstepped. This really was my anger coming out against the Heat and how they handled it and not necessarily you.
Also could just be his first 24 hours around Bobby Portis.
You think Bam hey, you think Bobby called him and ordered the code red? Hey.
You know what you got to do, right?
Hey, you know what you got to do, right?
Time out.
You know what I did to Miritich? Night.
Wait, time out. Bobby Portis can't tell the captain what to do.
Give him advice on this.
Can I just say this?
You can't tell the captain.
Can I just say this?
You could instigate a little bit more.
If Oakley went into after a post game and went into a locker room and told one of the players.
Yeah, but he's a co-captain.
Who?
Oakley.
He forever?
Yeah.
He's
Oak's
like UD.
Captain.
He like UD.
He's exactly like UD.
So right.
Well, UD is exactly like Oakley.
Right, because Oakley was there first.
Right.
But yeah. So look, you poked a bear. You got what you deserve. Lick your wounds and move on. Don't now all of a sudden try to make, it wasn't that big of a deal. You made it a big deal. Bam ain't got no words out there about you. But you certainly put Bam's name in your mouth, right? Certainly. He got hit with a stray for no reason. That dude ain't never blasted nobody in public. So you got done with. Move
on. Jennifer, you're all right. And oh no.
Well, my all right goes to two things. One, my weekend in Vlad's favorite place ever, New York City.
Oh, you went to New York?
I went to
New York.
York.
You were in New York this weekend?
You went to go see Jay-Z?
Honestly, I had no idea that was a thing until I saw somebody walking around with the like merch, basically.
The Yankee Jay-Z.
No, it was just like a concert tee.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Well, a lot of the concert tees were Yankee.
I didn't see the front. I just saw the back.
Okay.
And what is your oh no?
No, I have another all right.
Okay.
When
she
I
got
went,
two all right. You hear that?
Because when after a long day in the city, I walk into my hotel and then I see that Bam Adebayo allegedly hit Tyler Herro in the face, and I couldn't stop laughing. I had to call a couple people to make sure this was accurate information, and then I saw the chat, and my all right goes to Bam Adebayo for doing what had to be done. Allegedly, of course. Was it wrong? Sure. But was it right? Yeah. It was.
Agreed. Great point.
I loved it.
Was it wrong to be physical? Yes.
Maybe.
But was it right to deal with that fool talking about you like that? Yes.
To not keep the Bam Adebayo in your mouth. No. My oh no goes to Conor McGregor because I'm always going to give him an oh no. That was an embarrassment. I saw at the bar I was at was playing the game, like the Argentina game, and then it just instantly goes into a replay of Conor McGregor, and that was hilarious and embarrassing. So my oh no goes to him.
Guy says, Schmeathan says, I dare you guys to play the Rocky theme when Bam walks into media day next year.
Oh, you go. Ali, Boomaye, Ali.
You should play Mama Said Knock You Out.
Vlad, what's your all right and oh no?
All right to Jay-Z. 3 nights in Yankee Stadium.
Still
got sold out. Does he still got it? That man got it, dealt it, got it back again.
He's no Conor McGregor then.
No, he's no Conor McGregor. 3 straight nights in Yankee Stadium.
He brought out
everyone.
Rihanna?
If everyone you wanted. Friday night, he did a duet with Nas.
Wow.
That everybody who loves hip-hop would have loved to seen, where they were rapping each other's famous songs on the other person's beat. So that's my all right. Hove doing it 3 nights. My oh no. This is tough. This is really tough. But the oh no. To the old man, why would you even try to instigate with the Bison? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, the minute the Bison got up, just leave.
I'm not associated with this person.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's where I know.
Guy had some strong suspenders.
That would be you. That would be you, Tobin.
Suspenders.
You know why?
What's he wearing? Size 12 hookahs?
Hey, you want me to tell you why, Tobin? That would have been you. Ass over tea kettle in the sky.
Right.
Based on your comments, I think I need a 20-yard head start.
No, not a 20 yards. So Yellowstone recommends 25 yards of safe distance.
That ain't enough.
No, wasn't it like 70 something? What are you talking about? Like, let's see.
That was way more than that. When that Bison got up and looked in this direction, they should have been out. But no.
Yeah. They recommend 25 yards. You remember the viral video of the reporter who got the hell out of there because there was a Bison next to him? Tangibles, of course. He was not.
See what I'm saying?
Didn't even turn off the camera.
You're making my point. If that reporter was intangible, how much you want to bet? For the shot, they would try to pet the Bison.
I would have gone to try and interview the Bison.
Yep. And guess what?
Why?
You did? Put that picture up. Guess where you did?
No reason for that.
Scratch behind his ears.
Except you'd have the mic in one hand. That's it.
All you see is the 790 mic flag somehow.
No, he would hold on to it. Clearly, folks, he wasn't happy with my question. He'd still be talking.
On the other end of it, we could become friends.
No,
the Bison takes
feed him a
his
carrot.
Can I just tell you, That right there don't seem like the bison want to be your friend.
He didn't give him a carrot.
Carrots, that's what they eat?
I have no idea.
It don't seem like it.
Nope.
Carrots.
It
Not
don't
a
seem-
carrot.
What
That
kind of
anger
carrots
ain't
is
over-
he eating,
that-
man?
That anger ain't over a damn carrot.
Ain't no carrot. This ain't Bugs Bunny, man. This is a bison.
Also, wasn't
What's
he
wrong with you?
Mexico barbecue?
Well, I don't think they're carnivores.
Wait, I take one
Where's our
step
barbecue
further.
somewhere back there.
I take
Wait.
one step further. Here's what the scary part is. You do realize the intangibles taking the video was closer than the old man.
Well, he knew to stay out of the eyesight,
Must have been
the sight line.
tangible.
That
Oh, you're
is-
right. Bison is not a carnivore. They're strict herbivores, which means
It don't
they
look
feed
like
on-
it.
well,
Looked like he was about that action, boss.
damn, what kind of grass do they have?
Swole vegan.
That's a big ass vegan.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today. We will talk to you rascals tomorrow.